this is going to be session 16. So, wow, fun stuff. Make a recap.
Teddy set his quill down, 3 new letters in front of them, one for his parents, one for Atticus and Val, and one for Zalira. Hayes was out of the room for the time being, so he allowed himself to let out a long exhale. Writing his family was harder than he thought it would be. Being a volunteer was harder than he thought it would be. It wasn't that he thought the work would be easy, he just didn't expect the work to be hunting and killing people. He was exhausted, strung out on high emotions and restless sleep. Things had been strange in the group, understandably so. He pushed himself to his feet and started gathering his things to head out to the markets. He wanted to be prepared for their next outing. After receiving the letter from the mysterious anonymous, they had gone to meet up with them to see what they wanted. Teddy was hoping the meeting would allow them to get Hayes some wiggle room with their mysterious observer. Seemed like they just wanted us to do their work for them, tracking down the person that used to be Ninja, known now to the party as the Changeling Yin. Teddy didn't want to just kill people because someone told them to. He didn't want to become an attack dog for whoever held power and blackmail over them. But if they were at risk, it was self-defense, right? In a way. And like he told his companions, by taking risky people out of the picture, they were keeping other people safe, right? He thought about how close Zarius had been to dying, how he wouldn't have had to suffer from the group attempting to target them again and again should they not do anything about it at all. It would be worth it, right? Death and decay are a natural part of the cycle of life, like Zalira had taught him. That didn't make him feel any better. He still felt ill at the prospect. Thinking of Zarius turned his thoughts toward the strange things he had said upon waking up from the mysterious pod in his house. That there is one star too many? What did that mean? It was all so much. He grabbed his jacket in case of a planar merge. He caught the slightest whiff of ale coming from it. The comfortable, familiar scent of the Tipsy Goat Tavern. Despite the slog of the week, he found himself smiling, thinking of its warm light and good food. And Jaden. He was so relieved things had gone all right so far with the Genasi despite the fumbles he'd had. Maybe the whole week hadn't been rotten after all. He took a deep breath and straightened his bag, slightly reinvigorated by the hint of tavern he carried with him. After this next operation, he was going to have a drink or two. Other things that happened that didn't make it into the recap. Marigold, at the bottom of the ocean, had a really strange conversation with Eider, who goaded her into being more sorceress and getting stronger so as to save her next time. Whatever that could be all about. And they also had another exam. Everyone did a pretty good job with that. Almost 100s all around. And I think that was everything that I had in my notes. So unless anyone else has anything else, that is the recap. Don't think so.
Yeah, something about Hendra's husband.
Oh, yeah. Hendra's husband who worked with the Morvond family, or had a Morvond connection.
Yes.
The connections to Kelnenheim.
He was the ambassador to Kelnenheim in the previous ruler of Oldhaven. The previous Morvond. Morvond Senior.
He also had a lot of books that maybe he shouldn't have. So maybe a second goal of our sting operation here is raiding that library.
Xanthi's favorite part, yeah.
He's just in all the books.
And what about... Were you saying something else, Morgan?
Yeah, I was. Sorry. That they were Ninja's bodyguard before she got disposed of, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's very shady. So it's suspicious.
Indeed.
Good beliefs.
Cool.
Events.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, that is the recap. And as we come into tonight's session, it is officially month 6, as you all had kind of left at the Dusk Market. We might be doing some time bopping around. I know some people might want to be buying stuff in preparation. but it was after midnight, once you concluded your conversation with the anonymous individual that you all chatted with. So I guess let's get started. Were there any kind of shopping montage? Were there anything that people would have wanted to get from the Dusk Market? Yes, Teddy.
I would like to pick up a healing, not from the Dusk Market, but just general shopping. A healing potion for everyone, so 4 total, which would be 200 gold.
Yes. And are you...
Check out the party fund real fast, because that feels like party fundable.
Yeah.
We haven't put anything in.
No, you've all been very stingy with your group money.
I've been putting stuff into the party fund.
Here, I'll put some stuff in right now.
Well, I don't want to guilt you into this. Like, only
No, I should have done it.
Are you gonna have one, hand them out to everyone, or are you gonna keep
I
them?
didn't put anything in the party after all.
The party fund is looking slim.
Excellent. The party fund is on Ozempic.
Yeah. All right, so Teddy, you went and visited Jet, probably either before or after class on Moon Day, or ran out during lunch, sprint to get some potions. Are you holding on to all of them, or are you going to give them to everyone?
Distribute. I'd like everybody to have one with them.
Okay.
Just in case. We never know who's going to go down and who's going to be near them.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right.
It might be me that goes.
True. Anything from the Dust Market or elsewhere? Anyone else?
Can I look for any kind of magical item that's Pearl of Power or anything similar to that? A little extra spells.
The pearl. You do know there is a Pearl of Power that Andrios sells at the Dust Market. It is 800 gold.
Wait, that's twice as much gold as I have.
It is expensive because it does give you up to a 3rd level spell slot back. So it is maybe a little outside your current price range and needs at the moment.
Can Marigold be there with Hayes? Because she wants to get
Sure.
the Bloodwell vial, but I'm 100 gold pieces short. So she'll say to Hayes,
Well, if you help me get the Bloodwell vial, then I'll definitely help you next time we get paid. I'll give you enough money to get the Pearl of Power.
I think I'll help you out anyway. I don't have it. It's, you don't have. I was thinking it'd be useful, especially for this next job. I'd appreciate it. How much do you need?
99 gold.
Pieces. Yeah, I'll hand that.
wait,
Loan of $1 million.
Yeah, 99 pieces
I'm
of
gonna
gold on the
spend
wall.
all
Take
of
them
my
down.
money and a little bit of Hayes' money to
Great.
get this Bloodwell vial, and now I'll be pretty much broke.
All right. Well, then I will give you. Let me.
No, I
find-
will be broke.
You will be broke.
I won't have any silver.
You also
have
just
any
got
copper.
paid.
Oh my god, this is
You have a
just
full month.
like Eris. I think she also only has 3 copper to her. She might be more broke. I think she has 2 copper to her.
Look, you don't need gold in hell, but you do need gold in Old Haven. So you're gonna be eating mushrooms from the garden for the entirety of the month.
I can take Goodberry. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Are there any other magical items that seem to be that seem like they would be useful on our little excursion?
Did you all buy the Dust of Disappearance last time?
We did, yes.
So I think, yeah, the only other thing that Andrios has is a spell scroll of Distort Value. Not sure if that's really, it's a 1st level spell. Could be useful, maybe, if you figure out a way how to make that useful.
Now that the dust market is bold.
Right?
Wait, no, I buy that spell scroll, turn around, and use it to buy the card from the same person who told me the
Yeah, he just like watches you go over into a corner and cast a spell and then come back, and he's like, okay, yeah. So no, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anything else.
Is the Bloodwell vial just the Bloodwell vial? If I look up Bloodwell vial +1, is that the one that I add?
Yes, but instead of 5 sorcery points back, you only get 2 because this is basically half priced of what a actual +1 Bloodwell vial would have been.
All right.
So, but everything else still is the same. It's just you regain 2 sorcery points instead of 5. Because I don't even think you have 5 sorcery points right now. Yeah, because this is anything that's like an uncommon is technically not meant to be. You're not meant to get them until you're like level 5. That's why a lot of them are based off level 5 spell slots, theoretically. But yeah, so this one's a little bit of a weaker Bloodwell vial, but you do get you place a few drops of blood in it. You attune to it. So basically, a short rest, which you will have had by the time Moonday morning comes around. You can use it as your spell casting focus, gain a bonus, a +1 to spell attack rolls, spell saving throws. Good stuff.
Good stuff, me.
All right. So that was what Marigold and Hayes kind of did after the conversation with the anonymous individual.
It's okay, we learned our name. You could say it.
No, you did not.
Good try.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, even if you do use their name, I'm just gonna be like, or learn their name, I'm just gonna be like the anonymous individual, so I don't give anything away.
To learn the name, what was it?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Which one was it?
Oh yeah, who was that again? All right. Anyone doing anything else at the Dusk Market before we kind of jump to maybe the going to bed / waking up for Moonday?
To think so for me. Oh, actually, I have a question. Is it like the same booths that are there every time, or do they have like a different merchants this time around, or is it like pretty consistent?
It seems like the big shops that you kind of hit last time, the magic items, the Magitech, tattoos, you did see that there was the like person who could forge things. It was just a different person, but that seems to be like hosted by the I guess you call it like church or temple, wherever you currently are. And then there's a lot of like smaller vendors that just have like really random like 1 or 2 things. Those seem to change out every time. But yeah, a lot of the like big names seem to have their staple here.
Sweet. And Zeno's not been killed. Was selling his members.
Zeno has not been killed.
Hellcraft
Is there? He doesn't see us yet. What happens to his face when he does?
Is the bookstall still there?
It's like a, what do you call it, like a neighborhood book stand? It's just like a bookshelf. Yeah,
library.
a little local library. Yeah, it's still there.
No, well, how would you want to go look?
Yeah.
For any...
You go look. Go ahead and give me a little investigation check.
15 plus 2 for 17.
17. You see a book in there. It looks much more like hand written and patched together, like not like a official publisher kind of did, like maybe a journal of sorts. And you can see on the front it says best dishes of Kelninheim. It looks like a little like cookbook. Maybe someone from Kelninheim, left it there for people to try out some of their stuff.
Childhood, I will take it.
There you go. You can teach the group. The group can cook some recipes together from there.
Cute.
All right. Well, if that is all with our little shopping spree there, yeah, I'll throw it to you all. Anything you'd want to do, like any conversations you'd want to have, either when you get back around 1:30, 2 in the morning, or 7 a.m. when you're getting ready for class on Moon Day. On month 6, day 1. We've made it. 2 months in, the longest D&D game ever. 2 months have passed in the world.
Next later.
I don't think Teddy has any conversations he's wanting to have right now.
All right.
Sorry, can I get the timeline straight? We're going to class today. Are we breaking into night after class or a different?
When are we breaking in after a long rest?
Okay.
Which the long rest technically will be complete after when you wake up Moon Day. You are officially able to hit the long rest button, I believe, because you got attacked Thursday into Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
My question is, what are we learning about in class right now? And is it physically strenuous? And will it be better to show up to class beat and exhausted, or to go from class into a
yeah, you see that you're for this week it is identifying plants that can be around Old Haven that can be used for medicinal purposes. Teddy's in his element. He's like, finally, I don't have to actually think about this week of class.
mugwort.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. Then, yeah, because I don't think there would be any, like, mechanical difference, but, like, that is something that Teddy would want to think about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it might be
So, yeah,
nice
you all can have a little conversation
class,
to decide.
then to have our next day off, a day where we can rest and chill and hang out.
You don't want to keep the keep the tradition of showing up to class absolutely fucked on a Friday.
No.
The amount of times you showed up to class.
It's always Friday.
It is. You all decide to do things on Thursday, on days, yeah. Those days. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my
If
thought.
that's thoughts, y'all could have a little group discussion in the morning before class about it.
That seems sensible. After, like, a post class heist.
It's a normal thing that people do.
Yeah. Hey, maybe, like, we can learn to pick locks in the, in between class times.
You're just in the hallway.
No, I keep forgetting we have a rogue. I'm sorry. I apologize to Miracle Squid. We have a rogue. We're fine.
So with that timeline, we'd probably want to heist on Wednesday after class. I mean, like, later after class, presumably. Just for the long rest purposes.
Well, you're done with your long rest by Monday when you wake up.
I can't count. Great.
Oh, Monday night.
So yeah, you could go Monday night. You could go.
Don't give him a chance.
Wednesday.
To kill us again.
What? What are you talking about?
What do you mean when Dirk? Yeah. Yeah. I think the sooner the better, probably.
Get the two. Lieutenant.
All right.
Cool.
That sounds like a plan. Well then, yeah. You all head to class on Moon Day morning. Class is a a bit of a slog for those of you who are not Teddy, who is not in his element and so excited to learn about all the medicinal properties of plants.
Marigold's doing okay. I think she's interested. She's a little gardener.
Yeah. You all are anxious, though, of your impending breaking and entering of the Jhalavar estate. You got the approximate location. You think that it probably won't be too hard to find the actual estate if you kind of ask around. And as kind of noon comes around, who has not rolled for a planar merge yet? Well, someone's going to, so you can't use the excuse that we've all rolled.
No, I mean, I know we all have.
Okay, so back to the start.
Roll again.
Yeah. All right. Who
Roll
wants
initiative
to
is
roll? You could do that. Yeah, if you want.
I always roll. I'll roll it.
Okay. So it's the D100.
Yeah, 62.
62.
Give me something good.
Well, it is still spring. As you all kind of are in class, coming back from a quick lunch break, getting ready for your afternoon classes, you start to feel the wind pick up as the kind of shutters that have been open to the spring air start to kind of bat against the sides of the schoolhouse. You have to go kind of wrangle them closed. And as you do so, what is really unfortunate about being in class when a planar merge happens is it's like when everyone's phone goes off in a room for like an emergency alert, and every single person, so like all 8 squads that have their tablets plus Lialia's tablet goes off. You see the plane of air merge as the sky kind of turns again that bright blue neon color. And the wind picks up, but nothing too much more than that. You all are kind of trying to focus on your lessons as like Lialia is having to talk louder and louder to deal with like the high pitch whistle of the wind coming through like the cracks of the schoolhouse windows. Teddy, you had luckily already ran to Jets to get the potions, so you're like, whew, don't have to go deal with that in the middle of a blustery afternoon.
He shows up in the hair. It's all like,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, as kind of the afternoon continues into evening, the planar merge with the plane of air remains. But no crazy tornadoes or lightning storms or anything as of right now. Anything you all are doing as class wraps up and you're about to get ready for your evening activities?
so. Just jump on that on thing.
Yeah, I assume you all are probably going to head back to the villa to wait until it gets dark. I assume you're going to heist in the darkness, as it is like at 8, it's still a little bit light. That neon blue sky of the plane of air merge makes it feel a lot earlier than it is. And you're going to have to wait a little bit longer till it actually settles down, or hopefully goes away, or gets darker. But yeah, we'll say you head back and make final preparations. So, as you're in the loading screen for your loadout to go break and enter, what's everyone bringing with them? Any last minute conversations about spells, whatever you all would want to discuss with each other, maybe plans about what you're going to do when you get there, anything like that. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Well, shall talk.
Wow.
Well, as everyone's getting ready, I don't know where everyone's getting ready. But Marigold, I guess she's gonna go to the door of Teddy and Hayes' room and like knock on the door.
Yeah, I think Teddy's probably in there going through his bag and stuff.
Teddy, can I talk to you downstairs?
Sure. He's gonna chuck a couple other things in his bag and bring his staff and follow Marigold.
Yeah, I think she like takes a seat in the living room and like waits until he sits down before she starts talking. And she says,
Teddy, before we start doing this heist thing, I just wanted to apologize to you about what happened a few nights ago. I know that you're really upset with me, and I understand why. I know how upset you were when you accidentally killed the leader, the shifter, and I wanted you to feel better. So I know that it was really messed up that I lied to you and had you track someone down to kill them. And I'm really sorry.
Thank you for your apology. I think you get the sense that he is trying to like articulate something that I don't think he's figured out how to articulate yet. And he kind of sits there for a minute. I understand. I think I understand what led you to that course of action. It's very, very difficult to... Trust was broken, and I want to get back to the trust that we did have. But it may take some time. And I'm happy to work on that and to put that forward. But it will need to be something that will take time.
Marigold nods her head and says,
I understand. And I want to work on that too. Just let me know if there's anything I need to do or how you're feeling.
The same goes to you. I hope you know that, we are a squad and we have each other's backs even when things are difficult. Thank you, Marigold. Is there anything else that you would like help with to get ready for tonight?
No.
Okay. And I think he's gonna stand up. I'll to you later. And he's going to go back upstairs and just kind of unload his bag and reload it, and then just kind of like go through the motion of like doing that a couple of times, just like trying to burn time before leaving.
What's Marigold doing after Teddy heads upstairs?
she gets dressed into her crime outfit, of course.
Everyone get your crime clothes on.
Crime clothes!
It's a new outfit. It's so exciting. It's a never before seen.
A never before seen crime outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, she's wearing a black, like, I mean, a lot of her dresses are kind of like the same style where they have like a corseted top. But this one's like an ankle length black dress. She's still wearing the same
Crime sandals, yeah.
classic. They're timeless. They're timeless.
They're reliable.
Yeah.
There are timeless all-wheel drive dudes. And she's wearing like this really dark green blouse, still off the shoulder. Some things don't change. And yeah, and she has her hair in a bun and like some pieces in the front hanging out. And I think she's wearing like a really long like black scarf, like styled so it's like it just looks like a hood. So it's covering her.
Nice.
I think unless there's like more stuff that people want to do around the house, I didn't make
Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're so good.
Yeah. Hayes or Marigold. Nope. Hayes or Xanthi. As Marigold and Teddy are kind of doing their things. And you two are in the rooms, probably with them as you see Teddy packing, unpacking, packing. You think to yourself, how long did it take this man to pack to get to Old Haven? How many times did he pack his bag coming from Travis to Old Haven the night before? But no, we'll start with, I guess, Hayes, anything as you see Teddy come back into the room that you're doing, getting ready for the heist?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like Hayes is just wearing like on another technology. So not much to say about that.
Yeah, it sucks when yours costs like a lot of gold to change your outfit. You can't really, change it. You could put more stuff over it, I guess, like a dark coat or something over it. But
Yeah, I don't have enough diamonds. For it to prime outfit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this is a good time. Yeah, and Meg, do you think that the three of our characters probably would have talked about what we talked about at the Greek chat?
With regards to
Yes.
Someone ping the chat.
I mean, if Hayes wants to like, if we want to go a little out of like synchronousness, Hayes could have grabbed Marigold when she knocked on the door and been like, "Wait, before you go, before you two leave."
Oh yeah, I think that's a good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I know what we're talking about. Yes. I'm there. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sarah's like, I hate this so much.
No. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Okay, yeah. Then while they're chatting, I think Hayes goes to Xanthi's room and pulls out a Glock.
Surprise!
Wow.
You thought this was gonna be a different B&E.
Yeah, perhaps he wasn't just plotted about murdering me when I least expected.
Exactly. No, shuts the door behind after like knocking. If you let her in, of course. But and then says, okay, so before, it's a little early, but before we go into this, we're gonna need everything we've got. So, pulls out a spell scroll and hands it to Xanthi. Hey, it was pretty for your birthday, but it's not that far away.
Okay, she'll like grab the scroll and she's already excited it's a scroll.
It's Elevator's Glacial Spikes spell scroll.
Oh, she probably just like is so excited that she just squeals and gets like all teary-eyed, and she's just going to like jump up and down and probably give you like just like the biggest hug.
Yeah, he's prepared fully for the hug. He's braced for these hug.
You learned quickly.
What can I say?
This
Yeah.
is the best gift. I can't believe this is This is the best birthday gift.
Oh, maybe I should have waited to give it to you after the other birthday gift that I gave you. But maybe in a few weeks then it'll wear off. But I'm really glad you like it. It's from Milo's.
I don't know if I can use it. I mean, because I love it so much.
Yeah. Yeah, just, you don't have to, but just like in case of emergency, I guess.
Freaking case of emergency. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll keep it really close. She like tucks it in somewhere. She's going to keep it on her person, like at all times.
Keep it literally in her back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if this person is what that anonymous person said and can see ahead of whatever everyone's got planned and can get into your head, be careful thinking about it too much. You're right.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be good to have.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. But hopefully it won't come to that.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we have a deity looking out for us.
Jews. Oh, too. If you're a goddess. Yeah.
Confirmed.
I'm very happy for you, Steve.
Thanks. And thank you for the scroll. I was really disappointed when I saw it was gone, but this is a great present. It's really nice of you. And I promise if it gets dire, I will use it instead of, like framing it or something.
I'm sure you can get him to make you a new one. Well, I'm not so sure that it's a sentiment. Yeah, we could just leave without getting it for you.
Dang.
You ready to go?
Yep.
Yeet. As Xanthi got the gift from the group, via Hayes, anything else, Xanthi, that you'd be preparing before? Quick little prayer, living on a prayer. What you got before? Gonna read over that cookbook, make something from the cookbook before you go.
Right.
No, what?
Just preparing for the post-heist
Yeah,
meal.
exactly. You need cookies after the heist, right?
It's like a crock pot dinner.
Yeah.
I would bring in a casserole.
Yeah, casseroles and crock pot meals, the two big staples.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost the Midwest, but it's a mountain city. Yeah, anything Xanthi's up to.
She would have been like praying on her little nest of pillows on the ground in her room. She's probably just sending out a prayer to her goddess, and during her prayer, which is usually rambling conversation, just probably explaining what they were going to do in detail, and just asking for her to look out for everybody and to kind of be on their side of seeing that they're going up against someone who has some mysterious unknown power to kind of anticipate what people are going to do.
Yeah, give me a religion check.
Oh, also, she's trying out the name Neoria. She's just like, hey, read this game by chance.
Yeah.
Does this
Any
resonate
thoughts?
with you?
Yeah.
What is?
That a 10 or a 19? Okay, sorry. That was shrill. 19 plus 4 for 23.
Wow.
Every religion check, I swear.
every religion.
Xanthi has religion, Teddy has medicine. Marigold has one that she consistently, like, crushes every time, too.
Oh, I think I've been rolling well on our... No, that's a different key. I roll really well. I have a wizard, and I have,
I
like...
can look and see.
What's it called? The one where you... Expertise in Arcana and history,
Yeah,
which
I'll do
works
it.
out because I roll awesome every time I roll, so I get, like...
58. But okay, yeah, 23 in religion. Noted. Alright. Yeah. As everyone is kind of in various places around the guest house, you note that the plane of air merge has not subsided, but you haven't gotten any like further notifications from the schoolhouse, so it seems like this might just be weather, as far as you can all tell. And with that, anything more before you head out?
I don't have anything to save.
Who has potions and how many potions are on you?
We have one potion in tray.
Is that it? Did everyone use theirs?
Teddy.
It's kind of cooked in.
They're
I have
all
secret.
Just,
common.
yo, yeah, you found your weird stash.
I don't even know what you have then. what do you have? It's been so long.
I'll close
right.
your eyes so you can go without.
Duh! Jesus Christ, man. Okay.
Hey, it's not my fault that
Really?
I don't have magic that heals people.
I think
And that, you know,
It
I
actually
accommodate
physically
that.
is your fault. You did create this character.
It's not Marigold's fault, but it is.
It is Tate's fault, yeah.
No, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
I'm coping. I will say before we go off on this, I'm looking up flower meanings right now because Marigold has a specific combination of flowers in her hair, and I will tell you what they are when I figure it out.
Okay.
She actually has multiple flowers in her hair, which is the first.
Ooh,
And
branching out.
they've been there for ever since she got back. And they're pretty wilted by now, but they're still there.
All right. So everyone else has one. Any other potions you have on you? This is me making sure you're looking at your stuff before we go. Any other items? 50 feet of rope. Anything else that could be useful going into a
have
heist? No.
I am pretty sure I have 50 feet of rope, but I gotta double check now that you mentioned.
In the
Also,
party
you have-
inventory, we have a scroll of Crown of Madness. Do we want
Yes,
there you
to talk
go.
to somebody?
we should bring it.
And if we do things go off, hold it.
I don't think it matters because anyone can use it. So
Where is it?
Crown of Madness.
It's Boulder's Gate rules.
Wisdom save or charmed. So maybe not that helpful in this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, like. And who's got the highest save DC? Or is it a set
Or-
DC?
It
Yeah,
would be
that's a good
whatever.
question.
It's whatever your, like, because it's a whiz save, right? So it would be your wisdom modifier, your 8 plus your modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
It's not gonna be me, Sam.
So it's probably yeah, Teddy or Xanthi. It's the two whizzes in the group.
If it's from a scroll, does that also require concentration?
Yes, I'd say.
Okay.
Unless it specifically states that some scrolls, it doesn't. Like when you cast it from there. So, but yeah, you all can bring it. It can't hurt to have it on you, probably.
Sarah, unless you feel strongly about Xanthi having it, I can just tuck it away with these.
That's totally fine. Before we go, if I'm gonna cast aid, I should do it before we leave. It does last 8 hours, so I was just gonna wait until we were literally heading there. But then I will cast aid. and all three of you will get 5 bonus hit points. Two.
Nice.
And that's hit point max, not
Hit
just
point max.
like temp, right?
Right. It's increases your hit point max.
And your current.
Yeah, the current.
Wow.
All of you can add those. And I won't mark it off of my spells.
Yeah, so as you all gather in 5.
Sorry.
5.
5, 6.
As you all gather in the villa guest house living room, getting ready for your heist of the day, or the night, I guess. Teddy takes the scroll of the Crown of Madness. God, that's a mouthful. Xanthi kind of gathers everyone round, does a little prayer for aid, giving you all a pretty chunky amount of extra hit points for your level. And I'll say this is probably also when Teddy probably distributed the potions to everyone that he bought earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we're ready to get going unless anyone has anything else.
I think you can say this as we're walking. Once we find ourselves in an altercation, I have the spell that can reveal whether or not somebody is a shapeshifter. I will do my best to keep it away from you, Hayes, but that might take up a lot of my focus. If we need ahead of time, though, I have a spell that can potentially make it so that they're less likely to land a hit on somebody. I can only do it for one person, but I think that would be probably good for Hayes, knowing that you tend to be up there quite often. But that's what I can do that is helpful in terms of strategy.
So then,
If we need it, if you need me to switch, let me know. I am. My biggest priority is keeping us all safe.
So I agree, and I can make you guys a little bit harder to hit. Nothing much, but a little.
All right. Well, as the kind of tension begins to, the anxiety begins to set in, you all gather your items with your packs. I'd say it's probably around 9:30, 10 p.m. And you head off towards the west of Center Market. As you kind of make your way there, you still have a lot of the gusts of wind from the plane of air merge. You can see there's kind of like some heat lightning in the sky. No sounds of thunder, but you can see it crackling across the dark kind of gray sky, illuminating it in this bright blue and neon when it goes across. Quite ominous. Great roll, Morgan, for this this heist.
Also, I figure that all the loud wind might disguise the sound of us trying to break in.
That could be, yeah, very sure. They're like, oh, it's just the wind. It's just the wind trying to rattle the doors.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll say, as you all are making your way there, you realize you do still need the exact location. You're going to have to probably ask a few people in the western part of Center Market. So to see how kind of long that takes you, or if it's disastrous, let's get a group. It can be, you can roll either investigation or persuasion, depending on your skills, in order to ask around, talk to people, look at mailboxes, whatever it would be to try to figure it out. It's gonna be a group roll.
Okay, thank God.
I've brought my little volunteer thing. Will that affect the roll in any way, shape, or form?
Yes, I'd say if you are kind of asking around, depending on who you ask, as long as you're not asking some shady individuals, because then they might not want to tell you, I'd say it probably gives you a +2 to your roll if you ask appropriate, upstanding citizens. But the rest of you looking shady, if you want to ask shady individuals, could work.
Did you say investigation or perception?
Persuasion.
Oh, or persuasion. Okay.
Yeah, whether you're doing a more kind of investigative route or more just kind of, chatting up people, being like, hey, you know where this person lives? Like, I got something to deliver them. Your Amazon driver's lost. Yeah.
I got a 22.
Damn, nice.
My persuasion was 17. Space.
Thank God. Thank God.
What'd you get, Hayes?
Huh?
16 for Xanthi, Hayes?
Okay, yeah, he's got a nat 1 + 5.
Yeah, I'd say it's good for everyone else. +5, yeah. Hayes is like going around behind Teddy looking extremely suspicious with like a giant maul and like no volunteer get up on, and just looking real intimidating, and making everyone second guess. So it takes a little bit extra time, not a fail by any means, as there's all of you kind of split and asking. And I'd say probably it takes, once you get to Center Market, maybe 20 minutes or so to find people that are still out and about, and someone who knows where the Jhalavar villa is. It is very useful that apparently they are a long-standing, or rather were a long-standing family within Old Haven, and you're able to make your way there.
Also, since sorry.
Yeah, no, go.
Since you do have the chat muted, and I forgot about that, brings up a good point. Do we remember what the pros and cons of air merges are?
Do you?
I don't think it came up because we did a skill challenge and not a combo.
I thought we asked Lear about air merges. I thought we asked about Feywild merges and air merges.
It was the Feywild and Shadowfell.
No, we didn't. No, it was air because it was spring. Right?
Oh, let me pull up my notes from that.
It's probably in one of y'all three's notes.
It was 9 hells.
Yeah, it
9
wasn't
hells.
air.
Oh, I was gonna suggest air.
Yeah.
Air was like the next one on our list.
I think you all have experienced, 9 hell, or you've also experienced 9 hells and abyss, and the plane of air, but I don't think you learned anything from it. And you do know that a Feywild merge has basically a wild magic table, but you didn't want to know the exacts of it when you learned it. And I think that was and the Shadowfell you learned. So yeah, I think you're like halfway there. Yeah.
Right. So nothing.
All right, I just wanted to double check before we went in there. I was like, I don't remember. I don't have it in my notes. So I just don't think we learned it yet. So.
Right. All right. Let me send this to.
So good roll. So now we have a fun thing to look forward to.
Okay. I am trying to find the snapshot for you, Sarah. So give me a second of Elmer's glacial spikes. I put it somewhere.
I thought I saved it, but apparently I've hidden it somewhere.
In your back pocket.
Right?
As you all kind of spread out and gathered information in the west of Center Market. You were able to spend a little bit of time and find the exact location of the Jhalavar Villa. As you kind of approach, you see that the villa is set back from a quiet road in the west of Center Market. Though it's dark, you can kind of see at the very edge of the road, there's the cliffs that overlook the bay. You can see that lightning streaking across the sky and feel the gusts of wind coming up over the bay. The villa itself has a large stone wall surrounding it, and the gate to the main kind of pathway as you approach it, you see is a heavy and dark metal, boldly fashioned with kind of gold accents. Xanthi, it brings back flickering memories from your childhood of kind of the architecture in Keldninheim. But as you all are a decent distance away, we'll say, you're not right up there, as you begin your heist, what's the plan? As from this, you can't really see beyond the wall. You can see, like, through the gate, it has metal kind of bars, and you can tell that there is probably a building at the back of this, but it is a pretty tall wall, and yeah, you're not entirely sure what else is going to be in there for you, as the wind is kind of blowing your clothes dramatically in preparation for this heist. What a scene.
I mean, if we want, I can turn into a small creature and skedaddle through and take a peek around. Would that be helpful? Or Marigold could invisible hop the fence. How high is the gate? It's probably pretty high.
Yeah, it's like probably like 10 feet at least, so it's not unjumpable, but it's definitely to the point where, like, you can't just look over it. Yeah, you need a boost, and you can't just peer.
How far apart are the bars? Like, would a creature like a little gnome or something be able to get through them?
And in a gnome or a person, no. Perhaps an animal, yes. But no, they're pretty close together. They're your standard gate bars that are meant to keep people from walking through them. So
just trying it out.
Yeah, fair,
like
you know.
Small baby, little gnome baby.
No,
I've seen those before, right? Yeah. Okay.
Creature moding the way to go then.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it.
A good sneaky little creature. I think Teddy's gonna go in the cat style, because cats are pretty. I mean, I know mechanically there's not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
But they're pretty nimble. They're good at sniffing things out. They don't have dark vision though. Hang on, I should pick something that has dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the silliest thing that cats don't.
Yeah.
What about like a raccoon? I can't fly. I could be a bat that crawls along.
That would be so slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be bad. A raccoon. Does a raccoon have dark vision? They do have dark vision.
Good.
Oh, a teddy raccoon. New creature unlocked.
The rat. Has he seen a raccoon before canonically?
Probably. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's so wild. Oh, no, wait. A rat has dark vision. A mouse. Hang on. I gotta check the mouse. He would never be a rat.
Every time that
wow, so offended.
I'm like, Teddy Lore is strong. The most insignificant Teddy Lore. He has seen this animal.
He has seen a mouse. Yeah. He will turn into a little mouse, and he is going to kind of hop over the little bar on the bottom. And just kind of scamper.
Yeah, cool. as everyone else kind of waits back in the shadows of across the street, Teddy does a little morph into a mouse and heads into the estate. Give me a, I assume, perception check. That's what you're doing.
Yes, I think a perception check. It says that I have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. So if something smelly is to be perceived, let me
Yeah.
know. Otherwise, I'll just roll 1 die.
Okay. No, let's just say it's the one. I don't think it's
The
to the.
regular one.
Yeah, you're not gonna be I don't think you would have gone in there being like, "Let me use my sniffer."
Sniff or something.
Yeah,
no
you're
one's
gonna
gonna be
probably.
smelly.
Yeah, probably gonna just use your eyes.
And since perception is a mental stat, I use Teddy's
Yes.
ability for that. 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, as you kind of hop over this kind of thick iron or metal gate,
Nose twitches a little.
yeah, your nose twitches as you are on kind of the center driveway. You can see in the far distance, which it looks like a much larger distance now that you are a tiny mouse, but you see that there are kind of tall trees that line this driveway, providing privacy from kind of the rest of the city and also a bit of space from the just kind of flat yard that is on both sides. It's quite a long expanse of yard. There's a cobbled driveway that leads to this kind of sprawling 2-story building. Can't really see too much of the exact layout from this distance, but what does catch your eye as you're kind of looking around is you see kind of off to your right the glimpse of a kind of darkly armored individual, maybe in leather armor and a cloak over their head, kind of patrolling the grounds on one of those side lawns. And as you're kind of watching the pattern, you suddenly see kind of a shadow of a dog blink into existence nearby, kind of trotting ahead a few yards and sniffing before blinking out of existence again, seeming to be on patrol with this individual as well.
Now, when you say, like, blinking in and out of existence, this wouldn't happen to be, it's not just that it's camouflaged, like, it is
physically leaving.
reappearing.
Yeah, it is physically disappearing and reappearing.
I just wanted to make sure that I had that clear.
How much further do you go from the gate, or are you staying like kind of close to the edge?
That's such a good question. Is there much of a lawn, or is it just kind of like paved cobblestone?
So it is like through the gate is just basically a straight paved driveway, but then on both sides of that driveway is a pretty expansive lawn that is just open space all the way up until what looks to be the house. So it's probably like almost a half a football field. This is probably the wrong group to use football fields with.
I know sports.
Hey,
Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. All right. How far is the football field?
So many football games.
You forget that at least 2 of us were in marching band, sir.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like probably a little more than half a football field's worth of space. So it's going to be a pretty significant open area to have to contend with.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah, that doesn't look like there's anything else to really check out. It seems like the house was put really far from the road in order to have a lot of privacy, as one with money would do. As one with money who was also in like a leadership position within the city would do.
I think that Teddy is going to, as a mouse, I want to kind of like, looking at this dog that is popping in and popping out, is it kind of like a cycle thing where it's like, okay, if I start counting, is it the same amount of time between intervals, or is it more random? Like, just trying to, like, if we're gonna try and rush and time it, what kind of is our option with that?
Yeah, let me make sure I get the correct information here. Yeah, it seems to be a little random. The dog definitely spends more time there than popped away, but it is hard to track. It seems to be able to make it a pretty significant distance wherever it wants to reappear. And you can tell there's definitely some like teamwork with the guard that is working with the dog. And did you get a 15 or a 16?
It was a 15.
A 15. Okay.
Teehee. And then one more question. I'm so sorry. And then I'll
Yeah.
go
No.
back to everybody else.
Mouse Teddy has so many
this-
questions.
He's trying to be thorough here. With this armored guard, are they carrying a weapon of any kind? And if so, is it like a sword? Is it a crossbow? Like, if we do need to, like, pop, you know, how do we want to dispose of them, I guess?
Yeah. Looking, you can see that this individual has in their hands like a crossbow out because they're expecting someone not to be able to get close up on them. But you can tell that they like most likely have another form of short combat melee. There we go. A melee weapon on them, if only a knife, but they probably have more than that. But again, they're wearing a lot of like a pretty hefty coat or like cloak. So it's a bit hard from your vantage point as a mouse, and also the wind is whipping like trees, and you get like that really cool like effect across the grass where it's just like yeah, and you're trying to like sneakily go through the grass in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I think after kind of observing and looking and twitching in the grass, I think he's gonna scuttle back over to the gate. Hop
Yeah.
back over. If we're gonna try and stealth it, I think it's wiser to stay as a mouse. So I think he's gonna go and like in the dirt start like trying to write out like dog gone then back and like do little like poop poop poop, you know, like blink kind of like drawing around.
Yeah.
He's gonna with his like tiny little paws, man. And then does Xanthi have a crossbow? Yeah, he'll like
Is
climb up her
Xanthi
leg
does
and
Xanthi have a crossbow on her?
pat
Right in this
it, just kind of say like
backpack
there's
of
one of
things.
these.
Yeah.
And just try and like convey as a mouse what he saw.
Give me your performance check as a mouse.
Okay.
And you all can give me insight, the rest of you, to try to decipher Teddy's mouse.
God, I hope this goes well.
Nat 20.
Xanthi's on the same page.
I know animals.
Yeah.
This happened too when he was a dog.
I think
He was,
so,
like,
yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
An animal whisperer.
I only got a 10, which is
A 10.
super
Okay.
great.
Yeah. It's you're average as a mouse, an average mouse. I'd say that 12. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Marigold?
got. Wait, I rolled a 12. I'm trying to find my. The dice was cocked, and if it had like finished rolling, I would have had a really good roll. But I haven't
12's
gonna be-
alright.
Oh, actually, my insight's pretty good. I got a 16.
16. Yeah. I'd say in general, it is more on you all's ability to kind of understand what probably Teddy is attempting than Teddy's great mouse writing. Xanthi's locked in with the like, there's a person, there's a dog that, is blinking in and out, and crossbow. I'd say Teddy probably can't convey too much more, and you at least have got the basics there. So, And you can tell by the fact that Teddy didn't turn back into Teddy that he's probably going to stay as Mouse for at least until maybe something pops off. Chuck Teddy at the enemy.
Yes.
Good mouse.
Reverse, it's just Pokemon now. The mouse is a Pokeball though that then turns into a human. It's real fucking wild.
Once we're in like downtime, we should make like a little like those little icon boards for people that like
Yeah, like touch. Touch.
Yeah, it could be like man, mean, has sword. Like we can make
get them buttons like the fucking dogs that have the buttons.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get the information from Teddy, so you all are as aware as what Meg saw with that check. And next steps, as the three that can speak will now have to decide what to do.
So we try to stealth it.
I mean, that might be our best option. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this gate, though.
Is there like an area that we could like climb over? Like, is it like
Pretty tall.
a gate and like how tall was this?
The walls and gate are 10 feet tall. So with a boost and some teamwork and
So I could turn into Crusher and have someone on my shoulders or Revolver.
with I mean, I don't know how you're already pretty strong. Like, I don't think it's gonna change that much other than just
It would get me.
The height would
the
be
height.
helpful.
I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
the height
The
thing
extra
is.
what, like 2 feet?
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's not impossible to get over. You just will need to probably make some strength rolls.
And also, if I was
Is this-
Crusher, I could lift myself.
Do you
up
could
over it.
just suggest that your little octopus, your little squid, just unlocks the gate? Is that dumb?
Well, I mean, it worked on the other places because, there was a latch on the other side. So if this one has a latch, then yes, but if it, needs a key, you don't have the key, and I can't pick locks, so no.
Teddy,
What's
does
the
it
mechanism
look
here?
like there's anything on the other side? Hey, you're so good.
Yeah. Teddy looks. Teddy, you kind of do a peruse. You didn't catch it when you first because you were just going through the gate. You don't see any the gate looks solidly shut. You don't see where it would open. You don't see a mechanism. It's actually more like a wall that happens to look like a gate. So good luck conveying that, Teddy.
I'll say,
Little mouse hands just goes no.
yeah.
That's a no-go.
Yeah.
No-go. Okay.
Hey,
Well, I mean, if the gate's not an option, I mean, what else do we have?
Just
besides
leave. Just head home.
Scaling
is
the
this
wall.
the gate or is this a fake gate? Like the vault was a fake vault.
You want to
Is
just
there
like
one
walk
hidden
through it
somewhere
and
else?
just check?
Oh no, that's not what I meant. It's a decoy.
The decoy gate?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I figure we could just scale the wall. I could do that.
Yeah,
I just had like a little boost.
yeah, I could boost you.
Marigold gives the two of them a doubtful look, but she'll try.
Yeah, just give me a boost.
She's gonna grab both of their hands and turn invisible.
Okay.
Y'all just
I can
gotta.
get up there and help pull the next person up.
Yeah, we'll say you all did learn this in volunteer training. So the person that's strongest gets up first. They pull up the second strongest, and then they both reach down and pull up the weakest person. That's how you scale a wall. That is a bit difficult.
I can get my hammer, lash it on to like the top of the gate, pull myself up, get it, have everyone reach, pull them up over.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Whatever way you're going to do it, you'll have to be making some strength checks, but
Let's do it.
are you going over the gate or the wall? The wall. Okay.
The wall is definitely safer, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what gates are meant to walk through, walls are meant to scale. That's everyone knows that.
Yeah.
The rules of walls. All right. Well then, whoever's going and getting a boost up there, go ahead and give me a strength check at advantage. Whoever's being
the strongest
boosted
goes first, right?
Yeah.
That's you, Hayes.
That's me. Oh God. 21.
Yeah, easy. We'll say Xanthi kind of gives you a boost, and you're already up there on top of the wall, kind of laying on the wall, so you're not just sitting up on the wall, looking very suspicious. All right, you're going to probably reach down and pull Xanthi up. So Xanthi, I'll also need a strength check from you, so that way Hayes isn't doing all the work.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. That's a 15 plus probably nothing. Yeah, plus 0.
Yeah.
15's not bad.
Yeah, no, 15 is easy enough. With Hayes already up there, it lowered the DC, because you could do the little, brother, swing up onto the wall, and now you just both have your hands down, waiting for invisible Marigold to grab your hand, so you can pull Marigold up. And so with that, I'll need the two of you to make strength checks, who are kind of lifting Marigold. And Teddy
I don't
is...
need to make a strength.
Nope.
Nice.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Let's go. I'm so strong.
13. Yeah, easy enough. Marigold's pretty light, and there's two of you able to lift Marigold up. It really helps that Marigold's not wearing any armor. That's, at least like 20 pounds there that don't have to worry about. Teddy, are you just gonna like hop through the fence again and meet them on the other side? Yeah, so I'd say easily the two of you kind of pull Marigold up, and once you're kind of sure that Marigold is up and over the wall, you can kind of slide off, and you're all kind of crouched, I would imagine, in the shadows of the wall. Step one is done, but now you have half a football field to contend with, and a roaming guard and dog.
Is there any cover in between? You said no, right?
No.
There's like trees that are lining.
There's trees that are kind of like, like every so often, the driveway as well. But like they're not they might provide a little bit, unless, someone sees you from the driveway. But in general, it's you're gonna have to do maybe some army crawling, some running and army crawling, or someone's invisible and someone's a mouse. You're halfway there. The two people with armor, however.
You should have done the thing that we did when we broke into the record hall, and I wear your armor and then I wild shape. I don't know.
Yeah.
Except you don't want to be without your armor.
Thinking about exactly. I could have Teddy go and try and like engage the dog as a mouse.
Please
which
don't do
might
that.
distract. Okay, but no. Okay, I won't do that.
No.
That was the only idea that I had. My thought is like I can't help much as a mouse. I can help more when I'm a druid boy, man. But also that's like one more roll to make to be stealthy. So I'm like, I'm trying to weigh the pros and cons of like what will be most helpful here.
Then you'll get separated, and you'll eventually leave them right to us if you don't reload.
Get eaten by a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Just one gulp.
Turn back into a man.
There you go.
We kill the toddler.
Like, if they seem like onto us, like, oh, there's something over here, then maybe it could be like a last ditch, like, okay, lead them away. Oh, it was just a mouse, that noise we heard over here. That rustling of armor.
That was just a mouse. It was the wind.
It's so windy though.
Yeah.
So can you really hear our armor?
Yeah,
Probably not.
I
Not
think
with
we
all the
probably should
rustling of
just
the
get
decorative
down
tree leaves.
as fast as we can.
Yeah, let's just keep paddle.
All right, you're just gonna make a break for it. Not so fast that you'd be breaking stealth. You are going to be stealthily skedaddling, is what I'm hearing. All right, yeah. As you all kind of get ready, I think that means that Marigold makes it at advantage, being invisible. It is again a group stealth check, or a group check, but.
Would the very strong wind cover the sound of armor? Genuine question.
So that is not an advantage that comes with the plane of air merge. And for things that you will learn shortly, no.
Okay, interesting.
Do I have advantage for being a small little mouse?
+2. Not advantage, just a
Okay.
+2.
Oh, I can work with that.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
19?
My stealth.
I closed my character sheet like a fool.
To add to this. Okay, that's not terrible. It's a 12 with disadvantage.
12 with disadvantage. Xanthi?
Mine is a 4.
4. Hayes.
4 to 5.
Oof.
13.
13. Teddy.
What I'm learning is that I'm not good at group roles.
I thought you were like, what I'm learning is I'm not good at stealth.
No, Ben knew.
All right. So as you all kind of crouch in the shadows, so to speak, of the villa wall, with your intent to kind of just as quietly and quickly as possible make your way past the patrolling guards, as you get maybe 20 or 30 yards into the villa, you kind of are met with kind of this sickening feeling, almost like a little bit of dizziness, and you feel that while the gusts of wind you can tell are still happening, they're not as strong as when you were just outside the villa. And for, what is it, Marigold, you got a 19?
On my stealth, yes.
Yes. Marigold, can you please deafen yourself for a second? So the three of you, as you are kind of approaching, you know that this stealth is important, and you feel yourself not quite succeed and be as quiet as you want, and this nagging feeling kind of pokes at your mind, where there was another time where that wasn't that case, another time where you succeeded, and you could succeed now. Future be damned. You could choose to succeed on this roll. Kind of pulling from another time when you didn't roll. This is a funky time thing. Pulling from another time when you didn't roll so poorly.
Oh my goodness.
So if we choose to succeed now, do we not get to choose at a future time?
You don't know. This is everyone individually is feeling this. I didn't expect so many failures, but you have to, everyone tell me individually yes or no in chat in a chat to me
No.
specifically, do not talk to each other, because this is you're being quiet, you're stealthing, one of you can't talk anyway, and you're realizing that, like, fuck, like, there's, you
What
can...
if we just put a simple yes or no in the main chat and stress it out even more?
It would stress Tate out, but yeah, I'm letting you take your 10 seconds to decide as you kind of feel this shift in possibilities that could happen as you approach the main estate.
I love this.
This is so juicy. I'm like sweating.
Well, we're just getting to the skin of it too.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hated that. Oh my god, I hated that.
This is killing me.
All right.
It makes
Alright.
me think a little bit of like the divination wizard, like fortune
Yes.
thing.
That's what it reminded me of, yeah.
All right. Well, with that, Tate can come back. All right. We'll see. All right.
Okay, I am finally undeafened. Man, what did I miss?
As
I want to know what you think.
but
Something
yeah.
scary because everyone was like, and I was like, ah! But on the inside, because I was like composed, just looking really out.
As you all kind of approach the villa, the three of you feel that kind of rising sickness, and you kind of stumble a bit, and all of you chose to succeed. Therefore, with that, it is a group success. You all make your way easily past the guard, catching now what Mouse Teddy did not see was a second blink dog that was kind of patrolling a ways off from the main group. You just managed to catch it out of the corner of your eye, and kind of sneak up to kind of the right side of the villa. And from here you can see that the kind of let me make sure I get this here.
You'll have to find out in the recording.
You can see you can see kind of the arched windows and doors kind of cut away from this pale yellow stone walls and dark tiled roofs. Up close now, you see that there are very few lights on in the main house, and there's kind of a few windows on the lower level. Obviously, the main door, and if you choose, there's the side of the house as well. Not sure what you'll find there, but all of you kind of quietly slide up to the house, and need to find where Marigold is if you're going to figure out a way in, as she is currently invisible and has the
Know what's going on.
just grab someone's hand invisibly. But yeah, success across the yard, but now you got to get into the house, and that same kind of weird, kind of almost hazy feeling still lingers as you all are here.
Is there like a mail flap or anything on this door?
I look Jenny into the mail.
Yeah, give me a little investigation check now for the main villa. Perception or investigation, as you are now much closer and you all made your way across. I mean, anyone who's looking for, a way in, for sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
12 perception.
12? Okay.
Unless there's something to sniff.
You're like, let me sniff this
10.
brick. 10?
10%.
10. Anyone
got
else?
a 4.
4. All right.
I think Marigold's like, oh my god, if I cast my squid, then I will not be invisible anymore. Ha!
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thought.
Xanthi, are you looking, or you just...
Yeah, I got a 16.
A 16.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I will say, though, Marigold, as you kind of are searching around and you can tell that you're not finding what you want to find, you've definitely failed on the roll. You kind of feel this nagging sensation that pokes at your mind. Another time when that happened where that wasn't the case, where you succeeded. And you could choose to succeed now, future be damned, where you automatically succeed on the roll, if you so choose.
I don't know what's up with these others, but that's weird. I'm gonna fail.
All right. You keep your current roll. And with that, Marigold is kind of stuck stressing about what to do with the invisibility dropping if she cast her little squid. And so I'll say with everyone else's roll, 16, 12, 10? You can see that the front door, there does look to be a little mail slot, and that's what Teddy and Hayes see. And Xanthi, you see that there's probably kind of 2 quick ways in from right where you all are now. It would be doing whatever with Teddy kind of getting through the front door, or it does look to be like you can kind of hear the wind is batting like a loose window latch, for lack of a better term, on one of the lower kind of windows of the house, and you think that that's probably not under lock and key. You could probably finagle it and maybe slip in through a window. So there are kind of 2 choices ahead of you all here based on what you found.
Well, do we want to try the window so that it might be easier than Mouse Teddy trying to unlock a human-sized door lock?
That is true. That would probably
I think
be.
that's better. And we could have the squid do it too, but I worry that with a main door, that's more likely to be trapped or alarmed or something like that.
Yes, because while you don't have a rogue, you do have a squid that can open a door. I don't know how good the squid is at checking for traps, and disarming traps.
Unfortunately, I cannot see through my squid's eyes.
Yeah.
And I also
It's
have no
vibe
idea how to disarm traps, so my squid can't either.
Nope.
Or my squid is as good as me if I were to be
disarming a trap.
Traps with not my hand.
Perhaps you should take some lessons from Yenros one of these days on how to disarm traps.
I should. Actually, I don't like Yenros. I don't think that's it.
I think window is our better option.
Window, for sure.
Window.
So is Mouse Teddy unlocking or dealing with window? Is Marigold and Squid is someone else? As we'll say, you all kind of slide over against the house a little bit. There's enough general shrubbery in front of the house that you feel like you're probably okay from being seen by the patrol, because they don't expect anyone to be on that side of them as well. So unless you make too much noise.
Yeah. I think that he's gonna Teddy up on his shoulder, and then kind of unlock or undo the window, and then he just crawled over the arm and gets his little window, maybe.
Yeah, if we want, I think keeping Marigold invisible is wise.
Mhm.
So, sure. And wiggle my little mousy body under the little Is it like a bit open or like?
I'm imagining more of the ones that do like this kind of like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, instead of lift. But yeah, so like there's a little bit of space with the latch. You could probably like pull the bottom, and maybe Teddy can get inside and like deal with the latch. So between the two of you, let's say whoever wants to be making the roll, it would be probably a sleight of hand at advantage. Whoever would want that roll.
Yeah, I'm better at that. Mine is 0. What is it?
I have a +2, so I can try and roll that. My dice have not been very kind to me so far tonight, but I'm giving them a chance to turn it around. Hey, a 12. You know, could be worse.
It's true. Yeah, I'd say with kind of the very limited locking mechanism on this slightly janky window, it takes about like a minute of you fiddling and people starting to get a little anxious, as you would, you know, sitting outside a villa you're breaking and entering into. But eventually, Mouse Teddy is able to pop the little lock on the inside, or like the little latch on the inside of the windows, and you all are kind of can open them a little bit, enough that, you know, open one and people can climb in. All right. Awesome.
Go team. We're crushing it so far.
Yeah. As you kind of hop into the villa itself,
Shoot.
Yes.
I just realized that my sleight of hand would have been the mouse thing, so it would have only been an 11.
11.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, 11 is still good. Again, that window was loosely latched, for lack of better terms.
Mouse have smaller hands than men.
Yeah.
Less fingers.
It's, you know, that wind, even though it's lighter here, it was still doing some work for 10 hours today, batting that window back and forth. But yeah, as you kind of hop into this kind of room, we'll say Teddy's already in. What's the kind of next order of people jumping on in?
Go on in, sure.
Marigold will definitely go in last, since no one can see her standing outside the window.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. I guess he's wasn't there.
My dark vision. Can I look and see what kind of a room we're in?
Yeah.
With my dark vision, can I?
As you
Also,
all
better
look.
dark vision.
Yeah.
My lack of dark vision, can I not see?
Yeah, you can't see shit. This is not one of the lit up rooms, which is actually useful. That would have been bad to climb into a lit room from the outside.
Good thing changelings will have dark vision.
Yeah.
For the other ones that might be here. Potentially.
Go ahead, whoever is looking around, you can give me a perception check.
Oh. That's only a 10 for me.
10. Pretty average, yeah. 7. Mouse
Oh,
Teddy.
no.
Oh.
9.
9.
I got a nat 1.
Of course.
Damn!
Also, I can see the farthest, but am I?
But are you looking is the real
okay,
question.
Yeah, I'm seeing so well.
But not looking.
I am looking so well.
She's like, yeah, this is definitely a room.
Yeah, okay.
It's got things in it and stuff.
Can I roll with disadvantage and then just for fun? Just
Yeah,
to see if
sure.
I
Roll with
can-
disadvantage as you all are kind of crouching or like away from the window looking at the room you've landed in. Again, it doesn't take super crazy rolls to look at what's in front of you, but you might just not pick up anything crazy, you know.
It's perception, right?
Yes.
12.
Wow, you did roll better than everyone.
The other one was 18. It would have been 19.
Well, I
Damn.
feel like that's
Would've been
probably
Hayes.
because Hayes is like really looking.
Yeah, Hayes is.
Like
You all have
has to
taken it
put
for
in the
granted.
Effort, you know.
Yeah.
I am making my eyes adjust.
Yeah. But yeah, as you look around, you can see from here, obviously the kind of room looks to be like a formal dining area. And interestingly enough, it looks like the table is set fully for some meal. There's fully food out, and like chairs pushed. No, the candles are there, but like burnt down. And you can tell that there's like an archway that Hayes with a 12, you're guessing leads like maybe kitchen. That would make sense. And then you could tell that based on the layout of like where you saw the front door, the other door out of here would lead kind of into the main, what you're assuming is the main hallway of this villa. And the rest of you, I'd say Marigold, you don't realize that there's fully food on this table. Teddy, you do. You and Xanthe, you got like a 10, right? Yeah. It takes you a moment as you're kind of like, okay, we're in, kind of checking the doors, making sure no one's coming through them. And then you're like, is that like a full chicken on that, like a full chicken, roast chicken and like, you know, sides on that table? And then, yeah, it's something weird there, but that's about it.
Guys, don't touch it, it's fake food. Also, not me being like, I don't need to take purified food and drink. I'm not going to use that in breaking and entering assassination. Could have used it.
Pure peckish, you could have. Weird. Does the food look like untouched, or are there like half-eaten plates?
Inside the food?
You cannot the food does not have feelings. You cannot incite the food. But yeah, I would say Xanthe, keeping that 10 as you looking at it. I mean, it's people like, it looks like the plates just were like set. Like people would, you know, bring around, because it's a pretty big dining table. There's probably room for like 10 people at the table, as a, you know, someone who would have to host people would have. And you can see that it's like all of them had look almost identical put out.
Suspicious. That's weird.
She's gonna point to one doorway and then raise an eyebrow and then point to the other doorway. Like, what?
One I think is the kitchen. The other one probably leads into the main area, which is probably where there are more doors, stairway.
Alright. So. Okay.
Yeah. So you head towards the kind of double doors that lead out into the hallway. All right. Doing anything at those double doors, or just opening them?
I'm gonna listen at them first.
You're gonna listen at them double doors?
Mouse Teddy can probably like scurry underneath.
Yeah, can I
maybe.
sniff?
Yeah, can he sniff?
Yeah. Go ahead. Use your sniffer.
Can we sniff this food and see if it's delicious?
I'm sniffing, and that is a 23.
23.
This is my
As you kind of sniff through the door, or sniff at the door, you don't smell like anyone or anything on the other side. And what you can smell is that food is wrong. You don't know what is wrong with that food, but it shouldn't be here. Or it shouldn't be here now. Or it was here before. You can't tell. Your nose is real fucked up.
Oh, future food. See, I'm like, this is fave food.
I think that's also
This is also
totally possible.
Yeah, something's wrong with that food. The smells aren't lining up. Like, you know, when people cook and, like, it lingers in the area, or, like, people put food down and it's fresh and it lingers, you're not getting any of that scent. You're just getting, like, a very pinpoint scent of the individual plates where they are. And that's very distracting.
Also rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. But yeah, you at least you're like, something's fucking wrong in this room, but sniffing through the door, or you can't sense anything on the other side of the door right now.
Great.
In this moment. Whatever that means.
Don't hear anything either.
And with those who we'll say probably kept their roll till you leave this room, your perception check. Yeah, you're not hearing anything. The house is quite quiet, as much as a giant villa, older villa could be.
Do we keep that group stealth roll going, or do we need to make a new one?
That if you are planning to continue stealthing, I would say now is the time to re-up it, as got you all the way through and into the house. So, if you so choose, let me know.
Yeah, we'll try to be stealthy. Fine.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we should definitely be stealth.
And we are all proceeding.
Oh wait, I have to roll with disadvantage. That sucked.
Dang
That was
it,
a
you're
natural
so
20.
right.
Mm.
Oh no.
Don't worry, you can just choose to save it, probably.
Yo, I did not roll well at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Even with advantage, which sucks. I got a 9.
9. All right.
Meg, what is that face?
It's not a natural 1.
Is it a 2?
I just am remembering that I'm a mouse. It's a natural 3 for a 4.
A 4. Okay, a 4, a 9.
Mine is a
Sorry.
natural 2 for a total of 2.
2.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I roll with a 10.
10. Yeah, I guess so. I will say, because there's nothing active you are trying to avoid that you are aware of, you can feel that thin tendril to kind of the possibilities of a different time. It is a little weaker, but it is still there if you would like to succeed.
Rejection.
No.
I could just tap into this whenever.
You can feel it lingering in the back of your mind.
Rejection.
Are you just like Ace Attorney? Objection.
I don't even know what that is, but yes.
Well, we're gonna get you the meme after.
Do you want us to message you one-on-one again like we did last
No, that was just for the first effect.
Yeah, I say, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all just. Well, if you choose to succeed, again, I will say, don't choose it based on what you think your character would actually do.
Yeah, don't do it because I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
don't. If your character would be willing to, tap into this, I can see why Marigold might not. But for the rest of them,
I feel like Teddy totally
You know
would, because
what?
he's done this with medicine checks before, right? Like this whole idea of lending to whatever. So I think he's totally on board, and I think he's gonna save.
he's gonna save. All right. So yeah, Teddy,
you know what? I also am going to save, because I feel like he's gonna do anything to get down here and get to this.
Enjoy your ammunition.
Make
Luke.
this happen.
Yeah.
I just
So
say anything.
yeah, it's true. All right. So yeah, the two of you kind of feel that slight. It almost feels like something slams into your back, but then you are succeeding on kind of the stealthiness. That step you were about to take that would have kind of been on a squeaky floorboard suddenly shifts over just to the right amount where it is not stepping on that. Or Teddy, with your little scurrying, you almost took a piece of cutlery off the with you off a side table when you're jumping around to get down there, and didn't. It just perfectly spun and landed on the very edge of, but not falling off. And with that, as kind of you open the doors and move into the main hallway, again, there are one or two of kind of the ever burning magical lights that, you know, a lot of places have. They're dim, but they're there. But the kind of main hallway itself is still pretty dark. And as you're looking down kind of the hallway, you see kind of the first thing off to the left side, you see a broken down door that is kind of been smashed and is into the hallway from one of the rooms, like a little further down.
Like someone smashed into the hall.
Yeah, like someone
From
smashed
that room?
from the room. Yeah.
Interesting.
I want to investigate that.
Yeah. Kind of as you approach and kind of look into the room, you can see that kind of the walls are lined floor to ceiling with bookshelves towards the back half. This is like a very small like study or office. You can see there's kind of a well-loved desk with what looks to be kind of like an open book or journal, a few scattered notes, and a used kind of burnt out candle on it. And to the right side, there's kind of a closed chest that is sitting in this room.
I like the chest thing.
I want to go pocket the journal.
I was gonna look at the journal today.
I was gonna pocket it so we can look at it later.
So true.
All right.
What is
And plus, if I am carrying it, then it will be invisible.
Marigold, as you go and go to grab the journal, I need you to roll initiative as it becomes...
Journal is a mimic.
The table is a mimic. And the table... I knew I was going to get one of you fuckers with an open book and notes, and I said, someone's going to touch that. And with that, I need initiative and roll 20 as... Marigold, you feel it grab onto you as you touch it.
Great.
I was
Okay,
just about to
something
say
in
that I'm
here.
gonna go back to being a person. My stealth is better than the mouse's. But I'll have to do that in initiative.
I was like, oh, there's an empty chest in here. That's a mimic. But
That's a
no,
mimic.
it's a table.
That's so twisted of you, Lucas. You're so
I knew. I said as soon as I put a chest there and call out the chest, everyone's gonna be like, "That's a mimic."
That's so silly.
Oh, I was just like, there's no way we're gonna be able to open that. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go to the notebook. I also rolled poorly on initiative, so I mean.
All right.
Oh yeah, I should probably like put my initiative somewhere.
Pull up.
Will it be
Roll
mouse
20.
initiative?
Mouse
No,
initiative.
I put Marigold on the wrong layer. Move
So is
to.
it an
Initiative is
actual
something that is-
journal, or is it just like part of the disguise? Like, is it the?
It is not an actual. It is literally everything on there is the mimic. The candle, the journal, the scattered notes.
Oh man.
Disgusting. Oh, I can see that.
The chest is not part of the mimic, though. The chest is real in a fun, fucked up way. All right. Let's see. Everyone, go ahead. I'd say Marigold is there. Whoever else was kind of, I think Hayes was like making their way there as well. Whereas Teddy and Xanthi were perhaps a little farther back from, probably like in the door or about to be in the door, especially once they see. All right.
And it was this door here.
Yes. That is the broken into the hallway, but it,
Can I make
you know.
him teeny weeny?
He's just a little one.
He's just a little guy.
I don't have this guy. I can't put him in.
Get this here. Wow, that's crazy. I made this encounter and didn't put the stats of the mimic.
Uh-oh. I thought about taking silence, and I wish that I had, because I'm scared that this is gonna blast us into awareness. It's okay. It was gonna happen eventually.
Okay. So with that, what is my fucking initiative?
I also don't have his icon, so if you don't mind putting it
Oh, yeah.
on.
Let's see. There's Hayes and Xanthi. Wherever. Put them wherever. All right. So with that, wow, that's probably not where I should put that. All right, we'll go down the line. 20 or higher. Great. 19 to like 15. Nice. 14 to 10.
11.
Wow.
Thank God. I was about to be like, y'all. 12 is Xanthi.
Yeah.
11 is Hayes. Okay.
11.
Yeah. Teddy, Marigold, anything you'd like to say? 9, Marigold.
I got a 6.
Oh my God.
I really didn't think this desk was a mimic, guys.
you still don't think it. You still don't think it's a mimic.
I was seeing so hard that I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about that. All right. Let me let me get this. Let's see. Here we go. A nice little picturesque moment here of of this study. Yeah, Marigold, as you have touched the journal, which was part of the mimic, you are adhered to the mimic, as that is, and you can escape with a ability check to escape grapple. But
oh, I can use acrobatics. Thank God.
you can but that would be on your turn. And as we start, Xanthi, you're up. This was terrible. Everyone wasn't prepared. The mimic wasn't prepared. You know, you all weren't prepared.
No, now it makes sense.
That's true. I was invisible, though.
Yeah. All right, Xanthi. Okay. You see. Also, Hayes, put yourself somewhere in a square where you want to be.
Oh, I'll do it in the one I'm in the most of.
Yeah. So Xanthi, as you see Marigold go to grab the journal, and then the table suddenly kind of shake and grow teeth, and Marigold's hand is like stuck. What are you doing?
I am horrified. And I will, which, I don't want to set the whole place. It's, I will go ahead and cast, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I will throw out a, firebolt.
A firebolt, okay.
Which is a ranged, hold on.
Yep,
yeah,
ranged
spell
attack.
Okay. Hold on. 6. That's dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that will be 1d10 fire damage. There you go, little guy. Ooh, that is an 8. 8 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, as you kind of, the fire crackles into this creature, Marigold, you can feel as your hand's like stuck on there. It's upset, not happy with this situation. Anything else from you, Xanthi?
I guess no. No. Leave that.
Action, bonus action. You just did an action. Would you want to move anywhere?
I mean, not
You're like, I'm gonna stand here.
No.
I'm good.
I can fling spells from right where I'm at. So, yeah.
Smart.
I don't think I have any non-leveled close combat spells, so I'll stay where I'm at.
All right.
Got a knife.
With that, Hayes, you're up.
All right. Yeah. 5, 10. Oh, stop that. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is wrong? I keep trying to click and it's like pulling up the token settings.
Oh, yeah.
That was 5, 10, 15. Whatever. I counted it earlier, and getting right here is exactly 30 feet. So, like, right in front of this bookshelf.
Okay, yeah. You can slide up by this bookshelf. Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
And taking a few books off the shelf in the process, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to swing at this guy, flanked with Marigold, which is advantage.
Yes, advantage.
Okay, good. Because it's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
It would have been a 9. Yeah, then,
Give me that damage. Yep, 30, 20
Yeah.
hits.
1d8. 4 plus 2. No, that's my. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's the same damage. Yeah, 4 plus 2 is 6.
Nice, yeah. You crash into this table-turned mimic, desk-turned mimic, as Marigold has to kind of like dodge some splinters, I guess? To mimic splinter? I don't know.
Either she's gonna get splintered or she's gonna get eaten.
It's true.
And only one Osmond can watch this squad get eaten, and it's already happened. So.
Yeah. All right, anything else, Hayes?
The quota. Yeah, I don't have extra attack yet, so... And that was my action. Oh, I do have bonus actions, though. I have bonus action spells, so I'm gonna do... the action. Nope, not that. Do I want to do that? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right.
Save my spells.
With that, it is the mimic's turn. The mimic is going to bite at Marigold with advantage as she is adhered to it. And with that, whew, those were terrible rolls, but a 15 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, you take 8 piercing and 7 acid.
I was waiting for this to be relevant. I have resistance to acid.
There you go. You've met your favored enemy. Well, then you only take 4 points of acid damage instead.
Oh, incredible.
And with that, the table mimic isn't gonna go anywhere. Maybe it'll shift there. So no, it's stupid. It's real big and stupid. It's gonna stay there. It's a table. It liked being a table, and you touched it, and now it's not a table anymore. Or a desk. But with that, that's everything on the mimic.
Maybe it's not a monster.
Teddy, you're up. Marigold on deck. Yeah, didn't want its fake book taken.
As a bonus action, Teddy's gonna turn out of being a mouse into a regular man again. Yippee. He's gonna run forward, so that's his bonus action. He's gonna grab onto Marigold and use the help action to help her on her next turn with her shot at breaking out.
Cool.
And that is what he will do.
Awesome. So that was action, a bonus action?
Bonus action to
Movement.
Wild shape, and then some movement. Yeah.
Great.
Not a whole lot, but
yeah,
I figure
hey.
if
Teddy
we
runs up
get
is like,
a
nope.
ranged person. I think he's also trying to like cover her mouth so she doesn't get too loud and like as not creepy a way as possible.
Like, shh. Yeah. Well, with that, Marigold, you're up. You
Alrighty.
can, let's see, huge or smaller creature. Here it is, grappled. You have an escape. Ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage. Teddy canceled that out, so it is just a straight roll.
That's good.
Whoa, I didn't even know that was a thing.
To be fair, though, you could also just stay here and, smack it, whatever, up to you. Or use your action to
get out. I mean, how does it look? I'd rather be invisible.
It looks
I like being invisible.
fine. Oh, you took damage. You're gonna have to...
That doesn't change my
invisibility. Oh, is your invisibility not concentration?
If I attack or cast a spell. Oh, wait. Let
Yeah.
me roll my concentration check first.
Yeah.
If my concentration is fine, then...
Oh, is she still invisible?
If I make my concentration check...
See, I don't know if I would know where you were to go and grab you.
I see like the tongue just like.
Yeah, I see a tongue moving around.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled really bad on my concentration.
Did you roll less than 10? Less than 10.
Yes, I did.
Then
I got a nat 2.
Yeah, then you are... Teddy would know where you are because you are no longer invisible.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
there you are.
Well, then maybe I don't even need to escape. No, I should probably, because I don't think I'm going to be able to kill it.
Because it has advantage on attacks against you while you're grappled.
I am going to use my turn to escape.
All right, give me that escape at straight roll.
That was a good escape, 21.
Yeah, easily. Teddy pulls you free, and by pulls you free, you're still 5 feet next to it, but you are, with your action, ungrappled from the creature.
Okay, do I have... Oh, I guess I could do a quicken spell. Do I have any spells that are worth quickening? I think it would be nice to also do some damage to this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a quicken spell. I'm gonna cast a first level inflict wounds.
Okay.
On it.
Is that an attack or a save?
That is an attack from me. And I have advantage because I'm flanking with haze.
You are. That is true.
Alrighty. Then.
Just gotta get people like. Here
Okay. That was okay. It was just okay. Let's add my modifier. I have a good modifier. 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Good.
It's a table.
Let's roll some.
Well, it's a table with teeth, but desk with teeth.
What nasty mimic are you found?
Okay, that's 13 points of necrotic damage.
13, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could have rolled better, but it was okay.
Do you know how hard it is to actually find art of desk or table mimics? Apparently it's not, people aren't a big fan. They love the classic, They just want it to be a chest.
So overdone.
It's so much better to be something you wouldn't expect.
Exactly.
What do you mean things here aren't what you expect? All right. Anything else, Marigold? As you are now free, you did some damage. Would you like to move?
I'll just stay here and take advantage of flanking and give flanking to Haze because I don't really want to provoke an opportunity attack.
Fair. You get free just to get fucking got again.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would suck. All right, Xanthi, you're up. Haze on deck.
Okay. I am going to just slide on over
slide
here so no
Get
one
some...
is in line of fire.
Yeah.
And I will
Marigold's so small, you can shoot over her.
yeah.
The table's very flat though, it's hard to hit a flat desk.
I'll go ahead now that it's been injured, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Sick. Is that a save on my part?
It's a wisdom save.
Oh yeah.
How wise
Infamously
of it.
wise. Actually,
They're kind of sneaky.
it has a +1,
Why is it of depth of mimics?
but that only makes it at 12.
Okay, great. Then it's gonna take 1d12 necrotic damage. So let me get right die.
I do love that the mimic is somehow like very like real wise. It's got a 13 wisdom. Like, what is that?
I mean, perception is a wisdom-based thing.
Yeah, I
To
guess.
have a good disguise, you'd probably need to, like...
You need to know your surroundings, yeah.
And it was
guess.
like wise enough to not be the chat.
It was.
It's never been done
Yeah.
before. I'm not like
It's like-
other mimics.
I'm not like other
I'll
girls.
Never guess my next...
All right,
I don't know if
Xanthi.
you heard me, but that was a sad 2.
Who is clicking the green over there, Meg?
Oh, sorry, I just have so much fun making circles. I was trying to make it fit exactly 4 boxes.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm done.
Sorry, what was the damage, Xanthi?
Number 2.
2?
And a d12, a 2.
Damn.
It's so
Oh,
thick,
man.
I know.
Is that just a cantrip, though?
It was a cantrip.
That's,
so.
yeah, it's, no spell slots lost there.
2 damage is 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 more damage than was there before. All right,
Moving away.
you did some movement. You did a action. Anything else? You have a bonus action left, Xanthi, or it is Haze's turn.
No, you can go Hates.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna wallop this guy.
Mm-hmm. At advantage
Eat him.
with Marigold
That's
flanking.
not 20.
Fuck yeah! You gonna smite, or are you just gonna take the damage?
Can I No, I'm saving my smites.
Fair.
So yeah, it's double the dice, right? Or
Double the damage.
Okay.
Roll once, double.
So roll it and then times 2.
Yeah.
That's an 8
Hey,
plus
Ooh.
2 is 16.
8 times 2,
Wow.
16. Any additions to that as well?
Oh, sorry. 8. Sorry. 8. Sorry.
16 plus whatever your strength is.
Yeah.
I was thinking 8. My plus 2 is a 2, and so my brain was like 8 plus 2, but then 8 times 2. Yeah, 8 times 2 is 16 plus 2 is 18.
18. Nice. Racking up the score here.
That's so that crit plus max damage. Hello, who is she?
Ooh, who are they? That's my roommate!
Yeah. Also, Lucas, what was your reaction on the inside of your heart whenever I was like, mimics in this room? The food is a mimic.
I was like, yeah, if people don't think something's wrong, then I'm not doing it right. Everything's supposed to be making you anxious and stressed out.
Consider it done.
Yeah, great. All right. Yeah, you
Here I am.
you crushed, that table. It is looking splintery right about now. Anything else, Hayes, or is that all for you?
That's it. Yeah, I'm saving all my stuff. I have a
Right.
personal vendetta.
Then let's see. Why is that? I mean... Okay, then, oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, the Mimic is probably just going to turn,
Money.
you have done, although Marigold did do some pretty significant damage, is going to bite Marigold. It's got you tasty,
Wow.
tasty Janazi.
Just like a little shop of horrors.
I don't even taste that good.
But is a straight roll. Wow, that's a 3 on the die. As the Mimic just snaps at you, and you're just able to pull away. Yeah, that's it for the Mimic. It didn't do anything there. Yeah, its teeth are like shattered. It's wooden teeth. Teddy, you're up. Marigold on deck.
Great. As a bonus action, I would like to cast Shillelagh.
Nice.
Cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
My quarterstaff is going to get cool and, and then I'm going to make an attack against the mimic.
Are you moving up somewhere?
Shillelagh.
Are you
Sorry?
moving? Are you moving somewhere?
Oh, you're right. I probably should have. I'll move here, and I'll make that attack.
Cool.
We have a runway for it. 13 plus 3 for a 16.
That hits.
And then for damage, it's going to be 4 plus 3 for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Yeah, and he killed it, and it's not a person, so he doesn't
Look at
see
that! It's a table! Teddy can kill a table.
You can tilt tables.
Feelings.
It's like a table, so I think he like swings at one of the legs,
Yeah.
and it breaks and just kind of crumbles into like, I imagine like a
Beautiful.
Lego. Have you guys
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
the Lego video games where like someone dies or something breaks and it just crumbles into
Yeah.
like little bits? I think that's what happens, and I think he's just gonna kind of like, well, all right. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it only bit me a little bit.
If like on a scale of like 1 to 10 or like a percentage, how like, because that was a pretty big bite.
It was a big bite.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it probably could have been worse. So
Right,
maybe like a 3 out of 10?
If we're about
No,
to
maybe a 4 out of 10.
bite
No, a
something,
3.
Something could be worse doesn't mean it's not still bad.
Oh. Well, maybe a 3 out of 10.
Teddy's gonna kind of like reach for like your arm or whatever was like snagged by the mimic.
The hand.
Like, check if that's okay first.
Yeah.
The hand.
Yeah. Mm.
Gonna reach for her hand.
It's actually straight, but okay.
Queer, it's gay.
Just because
That's fair. Yeah.
he's still pan.
That's fair. It looks very straight, but it's super gay. Okay.
It's super gay.
During his recap, but I didn't reach it in time.
Oh no. Is it all right if I?
Oh, I mean, sure.
And I'm gonna use healing hands to give you. How many hit points are you missing?
Well,
I guess
how
it doesn't
many
matter.
hit points are you giving me?
It's a dice roll kind of
Ooh.
situation.
Roll them dice.
So, well,
Oh, because this is your
It's
ASMR.
the Azamar thing.
So start with 1, right? One at a time.
I just do it once. It's not like a
Oh,
pool
it's
thing.
not a pool.
It's touch a creature and roll a number of d4 equal to your proficiency bonus. So, I mean, they're d4s.
Oh, they're D4s. Yeah, you took more than like 8 points of damage. So
I did. I did.
yeah.
Well, I'll heal you up for some of it. You're gonna take 5 points of healing.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, no, I
and
rolled
think
pretty well on my
that,
rolls.
Yeah, as he does it, his hands feel like really extra warm, and there's this like subtle sort of green glow from it that he kind of like okay before kind of like letting go.
I love the contrast of how cold Marigold's hands are and how warm Teddy's are right now in this moment.
Yeah,
That's why we have an air merge.
Yeah, it's constant.
I couldn't get it all the way, but hopefully this will be a little bit easier going into our next
Oh, yeah,
situation.
my hand does feel better now. It was feeling like a little bit tingly. Not really that bad, but a little bit.
Make an insight
You
check. What is
need
he
any
talking
more?
about?
Let me know. I need you. No, you can be honest about how how much things hurt, right?
But I'm not lying.
Okay.
You
It just
got a
looked like you
natural
did
20 on an
a
insight
lot.
check.
Okay, I wasn't gonna roll, but sure, I'll roll. I mean,
As long as you don't.
That's the point. I want to roll for fun.
Are
I'm
you
rolling
tracking
so bad.
crits this session?
I am. Oh my god.
I am.
Okay.
I also am. I have the crit counter.
Yeah.
So that was a natural 20 for Teddy's insight.
Mhm.
I rolled well, but not well enough. Marigold is being honest about how she's feeling.
Okay.
Maybe there's something
Weird.
going on there.
She doesn't have she has nerve damage. It's not how badly she's hurt. Oh god.
Oh, I forgot that she had that resistance, and I was like, she took so much damage, though. How is she?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think Teddy would be able to tell that, like, considering
Mhm.
acid came out of the creature, like, they could probably smell that her hands aren't really that burned from it to begin with. So, like, she is right that it could have been worse. But yeah, you can also tell that, like, she's being honest.
Okay. Well, that was nice and quick, but I do fear that smashing a table thing to bits is rather loud.
Yeah. Hopefully the merge outside covers us a little. For the
I'm
time.
gonna use this time to cannibalize the first level spell slot to get more sorcery points.
Cool.
I would
Is
like
anyone?
to use this time to activate my second use of wild shape, but this time instead of turning into a creature, I'm gonna do the symbiotic entity. Yep, that one.
As you all are kind of standing around or over the corpse of this mimic table in this room, is anyone doing any looking around the room or just heading out?
I mean, there's books in the room.
There's books. There's the chest.
Just kind of one.
Yeah.
And the chest. Yeah, that was not part of
The chest was not part of the mimic.
I feel like
Surprise! Mimic round 2.
go, then probably stops and is like, there could be something useful in this chest. There could be healing potions.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, so...
Marigold, since she's no longer invisible, will have her squid investigate this chest, as in, gonna try to fumble with the lock, I guess, because I can't open it, but if we're gonna
I never
try anything,
said it
we should
was
try it via the
locked.
squid.
I just said it was a chest.
Oh, I don't know why I thought I heard you say
I don't know why either, because I didn't. I just said there's a chest there.
I was on a
Just
separate
assumed.
timeline.
Yep. You were in a different timeline. It was locked previously.
The squid is gonna open the chest.
Yeah, you open the chest. It's a smaller chest, and you see kind of inside there's kind of dark black, kind of like felt lining. Seems like a nice chest, and you see looks to be a common healing potion. One. You see another potion. You might have to look at it. I don't believe you all have interacted with any of these potions yet, so you're not sure what that one is. Bag of money. And a kind of a stack that has like an elastic around it of cards.
The squid gathers up the things in its tentacles and kind of sits on them like it's in a little squid horde, because it is a very black and inky, shadowy squid,
Yeah.
and it's on the black velvet, and it just looks very cute and happy.
Yeah.
In my mind, I picture it as this like octopus that you can like turn inside out. And one's happy and one's
Yeah, it's very happy about what it's found.
It's a happy little squid. I feel like this squid. You know how familiars they're your friends, but this isn't familiar to Mage Hand. I feel like this squid is just like Marigold's puppet, like this little puppet.
That's way creepier, and I hate that, actually.
I
I hate
love it.
everything
I
about
think
this
it's
squid
better.
now.
No,
That it's a puppet?
it's a little. Well, I mean, puppets are cute. Puppet, yeah.
But yeah, so who's taking what? Because,
The
we're
squid has
looking
all
at
of it.
everything. Well,
You'll have
okay.
to fight.
Are you fighting the squid for it?
It went from happy mode and someone comes over to it grumpy mode.
Turns itself inside out.
I mean, I feel like Marigold should at least get the healing potions that she can't heal.
Oh, I don't need the healing potions. I think someone else should take them.
There's only one that you know is it. There's a healing potion,
Oh,
and then the other one you don't know
meant
what the other potion is.
healing potion.
Potion, yes.
Well, do you want the other potion?
No, I want the car.
Should we get Xanthe to identify the other potion in the cards before using them?
Yeah.
Okay.
The squid floats over and gives Xanthe the potion, and then it goes back and it gets the cards, and then it sits on the other things.
Oh,
So
this only
you
has one use of identify, though, right?
The other would have to wait until after I slept. So
You know, we could just drink the
Just
potion.
box it in. No!
Okay, I'm kidding.
No.
I said that in Marigold's voice. I don't even think she says it.
Okay, calm down.
which do you want me to identify?
I think the potion.
Okay.
Because I feel like I really like the idea of cards, though. I love cards. Just talking out of character.
I can do one of them today and one of them tomorrow.
I just feel like the
Marigold
potion would become
Squid takes the cards back.
And I agree the money should go to the communal pool.
Yeah.
The group
it is
fund.
70 platinum.
Whoa!
Can I have it? Can I have it?
No! Can't have it.
It is. I will say you probably aren't sitting there counting it, but for purposes, it's a fucking lot.
A little bit of it, so I don't go hungry during these trying
I'm not gonna
times.
let you starve.
Yeah, by giving me money.
Yeah, so the community fund has 70 platinum. You said who took, if not the healing potion. You said Marigold, you don't need it.
She wants the cards. Her
Okay.
little squid.
Who's
is currently
taking the
sitting
healing
on
potion
the
then?
cards and the coins. I will hold on to. I will give them all to the communal pool, but Marigold.
Marigold just wants to feel rich for half a second.
Just let me have just let me hold on to it, okay?
She can hold on to them. She can keep them in her pocket, in his
Carry
own
them.
bag, but they are for...
I am full. I'm fully aware. We're fine. I'm not gonna steal the money. Wow, no one trusts me.
No, just
I've
I
been
wonder
fiscally
why.
responsible. Okay. I see your point, and I raise you. I've been very responsible fiscally.
I raise you. I said sorry.
I
with that
I
negative
also
constraint.
raise you. I cook you all delicious meals every day. So I probably do handle the money a lot.
I feel like Hayes will drink the most healing potions.
I mean, valid.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
With you,
that's
Sarah?
fine.
So, am I identifying the mystery potion?
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
more urgent one. Okay.
Yes.
So she'll just kind of like hold it in her hands and kind of stare intently at it. And this time the magic kind of that shines from her hands looks a little different since this is inherent to Xanthe rather than her goddess, and so she just has like kind of a warm golden glow from her hands as she stares intently at the potion to identify it.
Yeah, you kind of look at this potion, and it's a pretty simple potion. It is a potion of poison resistance. So, which I can tell you exactly how long that lasts. Or you could probably look it up. It is going to be the standard potion of poison resistance. Poison is a hard word to spell. Poisson.
Okay. Poisson. That's fish in French.
Yeah.
Le poisson.
Resistance. You gain resistance to poison damage for an hour. So.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
We don't have any reason to believe doppelgangers are poisonous, do we?
They're like.
Apparently.
Whoa!
Wow, that was rough.
Oh boy.
They are poisoning the name of shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Valid. I mean,
not all doppelgangers.
not all doppelgangers, but Yin, maybe.
Yes.
Yin, definitely.
Definitely.
All right, but yeah, that is everything in the chest as you all had kind of gathered around there.
And I agree with Tate on maybe a break soon.
Yeah.
It was only going to be an hour, but yeah.
Then yeah, anything else in the room?
I mean,
Xanthe, you cannot look at it.
I know I can't look at every book, but
Xanthe, give me a perception
Look on
check
the way
or
out.
an investigation check, as you probably are looking at a few of the covers as there's a bit of the discussion about who to do for what before they call you back for identifying the object. Yeah.
she was less intrigued by the discussion about potions and money
Yeah.
than she was the books.
Yeah.
So that was you said I could do perception?
Yeah,
Or-
perception or investigation.
Okay,
Probably,
perception.
yeah.
A lot better for me, that's why.
So yeah, that you'll just be briefly like scanning the shelves.
That would be a 24.
24. You kind of look around and you're quite well read, both in books that are legal and illegal in the Free Cities. And as you're kind of looking over the shelves, you're like, every book in here is like perfectly the like first book of a chapter, or first book of a series, second, third, fourth, alphabetically to the next popular author, second, third, fourth. It is a decoy room of someone who's like, I love to read. Just look at all of the books I have. There's not a single interesting book in here. It is every like basic ass book that the Free Cities have, but for someone who would be like, I love books. Look at my room of books that I have. Can't you see? You're looking. There's not a single thing about like Kelninheim. There's not a single thing about like magic. There's not a single thing about like even like, oh, the history of the world. It is every contemporary like basic book about like, sure, there are some of the like, oh, people like to read these romance ones, but none of like the crazy spicy ones. It is the most basic ass like fake it's like the rich people who pay for like getting the very like basic shelving of books. That's exactly what this is. And with that 24, you realize you could look in every book in here and it would be useless. This is not where the former lord kept any of his good books. This was his like right in the house study.
I see what you did there. I'm on to you, sir.
Well,
Dead for a long time.
yeah.
Yes, but I'm on to him. Okay.
But yeah.
She just like scoffs a little as she reads some of the titles, and she's like definitely some judgment in the title in her perusing these shelves, like how bland, how basic. Okay.
All right. Well, as you all go to kind of exit the room, you all have been like busy reading the books. Xanthe's perusing the books. The rest of you were kind of talking about the chest. You go to turn back. The door's there. Closed. And there. It is no longer broken down. And with that, we'll go take a break. As you all turn and see that the door is back closed. all just kind of grabbed all the items from the chest. Xanthi had done a quick peruse of the books and realized that this was like a show office, for lack of better terms. Nothing super important or useful here. And as you all kind of got your stuff settled and turned to go leave the way you came in, the door is there. The door is not broken down. It is closed and there.
No, I did.
Do you think that we break the door?
Oh, like it was broken because of us?
Well, the only reason we would break it is if it was locked, so just reach out and try the knob.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Oh my god, it's just like corpse party.
Going to be rather loud if we break it down.
Is this the kind of lock door situation that your mage hand could do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can try.
I decided that when my mage hand squid was hoarding the objects, it turned into an octopus. I don't know. I feel like an octopus would have a little hoard, not a squid.
Okay.
So a cute little octopus swims over, goes to the other side of the door because I have to cast mage hand again.
Yeah.
And we'll see if there's a way to if it's possible to open from the outside.
Yeah. Give me a investigation check with your mage hand, I guess. Is just like all the little tentacles are trying to figure out how to work this door.
That's an 11.
11. You kind of cast your mage hand, and again, you can't see through your mage hand. You could only be like, go open the door. And you could just hear like the mage hand against the door, and you realize that this is locked with a key that you do not have. It is a keyed locked door.
I tell the group that.
What a weird, like, oh, here's the office. We have a lock on it, so he doesn't leave his office. Like,
Well, if the door is locked from the outside, theoretically, no one should be on the inside.
That's true.
Or you take the key with you. How would you lock yourself in? The lock's only one way.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the only thing to be done.
Gonna smash the door down.
Could we do like a coordinated hit kind of thing, so that way we don't have to bash it a couple different times? Maybe we can just get it in one loud bit.
Makes sense. However we can do that, let's do that.
Yeah. What would that be?
We both stand back to back.
Are you
do a
gonna
little, like, kick.
We'll both link arms and kick the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, what would it be? Just an attack roll on the door?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Can I use my hammer? Or are we kicking?
I think using your hammer would be great.
Yeah.
I can use my buff shillelagh.
Yeah, we'll say that with Teddy, are you going to, like, give the help action by also hitting the door down? Cool.
Okay.
Then, yeah, Hayes, you can roll at advantage.
Hey, let's go. I'm looking. I know what my hammer damage is. Hammy dammy.
No. I don't know about that
Yeah, I
one.
love the hammy dammy.
I hate it as soon as I said it. It's a 23.
23.
This
Yeah.
is your form.
Great. Great. Teddy and Hayes, as you two kind of do like 1, 2, 3, smack, and hit the door, you see kind of it shatters forward and kind of crashes into a couple pieces down to the ground, looking like how you entered the room.
I love it. Oh my god.
Marigold looks down the hallway to see if, she's like, ooh, this is weird. Time loop. Looks down the hallway to see if she can see herself, and then remembers that she was invisible.
Oh no!
So funny.
If we turn around, is the mimic a table again?
You turn around. The mimic is not a table.
Good.
It's now the chest. No, it is still smashed, like Lego bits all over the floor.
I'm still laughing at Tammy.
I feel like Sporm is worse though.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I think Sporm is better.
I feel like Sporm is like, yeah, it's worse.
All right, so
we can have this discussion.
yes, we can have this after.
Yeah.
As you kind of I'd say Teddy and Hayes, you realize it kind of first as the door smashes, and you see like it is exactly what you stepped over to get into the room. Marigold, you kind of peek out past the two of them to look into the hallway to see if you can, time loop to see yourself, realize you were invisible, but you would have, seen maybe the rest of the group. They don't seem to be there. So, as far as you can tell, the hallway looks the same.
Marigold is gonna take one of the flowers in her hair and drop it on top of the broken door.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
There's a flower on top. Yeah, it's nice and pretty now. There's a flower on top of a shattered door. I'm sure that, that motif means something somewhere.
We'll leave it like that then.
All right. Cool. Where to?
Onwards into the house, I guess.
Yeah. As you all kind of come cautiously out of the doorway and kind of look further down, you see towards the end of the hallway a few more doors off to the sides. One that's an open arch again. You think that could be like a loop around kitchen situation maybe. And as you're looking, you see stairs, one that goes down a level and one that goes up a level. And as you're kind of on this first floor of the villa looking towards those stairs, you suddenly hear footsteps in the hallway behind you. Turning, you see Nendra in her low-cut black dress, long silver hair flowing down her back as she's walking towards you. You see accompanying her is Hakal, his piercing gold eyes and scars, in stark contrast to the black leather armor he is wearing. And you can see them kind of conversing as they're walking down the hallway, but are unable to understand what they're saying, as it sounds kind of garbled in your ears. But as they talk, kind of coming towards you, Nendra turns and makes direct eye contact with you, Marigold, kind of smirking a bit, ignoring Hakal as you can see him continuing to talk to her before turning her attention back, and kind of fades as they go down the hallway, that sickness rising again that you felt earlier when those timelines kind of merged as she disappears from view.
So, okay. The Hakal. Did Hakal seem to notice us?
Only Nendra.
And
Vendra
seemed to notice that she was noticing somebody else. It was kind of like they were still talking.
Yeah, it's like when you're talking to someone that's walking together with you and they kind of like look off for a second, and then she continued back to having that conversation with Hakal that you couldn't tell, but when she looked off, she could definitely see all of you and smirked at Marigold. And Marigold, very specifically, that's the exact dress she was wearing when she met you all.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, you do. But all of you as well saw that and felt that kind of unease and sickness, that kind of like feeling in the back of your head as your mind is trying to keep several things in sync at the same time. And
with that like feeling, does it seem like she was there in that moment, or that's just like different timelines like converging, like overlapping and being a weird funky time thing?
It felt like she could see into that current moment of what you all were doing in her house.
So we can't catch her by surprise, probably.
No, absolutely.
Because at some point in her life, she has seen you break into her house. What time that was? Probably right after she just met you. Back...
right before.
Or right before she met you, as maybe she was getting ready to go to the club. You're unsure.
Or both.
Or both.
Did we see them go up the stairs or down the stairs?
It kind of faded before the stairs, but the stairs are like the end of the hall, for lack of a better term. Like they had to go one way, up or down.
Sure.
There's not two, there's like one other door, but again, this was mostly like heard footsteps, they appeared, got a little bit past you, disappeared. And that kind of like hazy splintering of to a point where like you blink like a mirage in the desert, you know, blink and you're like, what the, okay.
Okay.
All right. That was weird.
So you guys saw that.
Yeah.
We go upstairs or... question. We're on the ground floor as of now.
Mm-hmm.
The lights that we saw that were on inside the house, were they upstairs, ground floor, or like window well type of situation?
Yeah, so you could definitely tell that there was a bit of a glow from like this hallway light. There's another one from like upstairs, and some random like glow downstairs as well. You imagine that anything down is going to be like a cellar basement level, so you wouldn't have seen anything from the street that way. But yeah.
Okay, this might be a little too, like, out there, but Marigold is gonna think to herself, she's gonna be like, if I find anything important, I'm gonna cast... Oh wait, I have to make sure I'm using this freaking spell right. Let me read it. That's so annoying. I wish it says for create water, it's like you can create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. What if I want to create 10 gallons of clean water not in an open container and not as rain?
You just gotta carry a bucket with you everywhere you go.
I have to add a bucket to my inventory.
Yeah.
Since
Never
people
mind, I
have
don't
so
think I
many
can make...
ways to put an open container.
No.
Well, anyways, I wanted to make it more interesting than have it just... Wait, what? I need to pull the spell back.
You could go back to the kitchen dining table and pick up all their mugs, cups, glasses.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna go get a container. Marigold just starts like this is all happening in the internal world of Marigold. So
Great.
she just starts walking.
And Marigold
back to the
wanders back to the other room.
And just gonna grab a pitcher off of the table.
Okay, it is
And
full
in
of
her-
wine.
A nice
Oh,
corral.
convenient! I don't even have to make water. She's gonna be thinking, okay, well, if I find anything interesting, I'm just
like a
gonna pour
carafe.
this wine, and then that will, now that I have that thought, if this happens in the future, then I know if I see wine now, then something important will happen.
All right.
Game the system. Time work for me.
Yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw.
And that is yet another mid-roll for me. I mean, I have a plus to my wisdom. It's a 12.
A 12. Marigold, as you kind of have this thought, you have this pitcher of wine, and you're like, all right, if I was going to do it, like, you feel kind of a pinch at the back of your head, like at the very base of your spine. And for those of you who are looking at Marigold, you see kind of a trickle of blood from her ears and nose. And Marigold, you aren't really focusing on that because you kind of look over and for a second it's not there and then it is. But at the stairs leading towards the basement, there's a little bit of wine. But you do take 2 points of psychic damage as you are playing with things you don't understand.
Nope, I was like, yeah, I don't even know if time works that way, but that's a
So
thought.
everyone else sees Marigold start bleeding when Marigold comes back and is just like holding a pitcher and thinking of wine and thinking of things. Yeah.
Did you drink it? Are you alright?
No, why would I drink wine at a time like this? I just need to carry it with me, and we have to go downstairs.
I mean, I guess that's as good a reason as any.
Marigold, fully unaware of the blood, has not attempted to wipe it off of her.
Does not realize that she is just bleeding from her ears and nose. Probably not until it starts to like...
Did something happen? You're bleeding.
Yeah, you got a little...
Your ears.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I felt something pinch me, but that was down my neck and not my nose or my ears. I mean, otherwise I feel okay.
Okay. She just kind of looks around suspiciously around the hall, like, okay.
Like, take my volunteer bandana out of my pocket and hand it to Marigold. Uncertainly.
She looks uncertainly back at you.
Oh.
I don't have a, like, handkerchief or anything on me.
Oh, okay.
She cleans up the blood and then starts walking towards the stairs and starts going downstairs without really saying anything because she already said that's where they need to go.
I want Teddy to kind of gesture to Hayes, like, your mirror, like, this is weird. She left and then came back and is bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one followed me into the food room? Wow.
You just walked away!
Marigold.
Split the party. Even for a minute.
Yeah, I think Teddy's right. And he's right to do a little sneaky mirror thing.
Yeah, you flash the mirror at Marigold. Surprise! Marigold was a doppelganger all along. No, it reflects back. It reflects back Marigold.
Okay. Like as she is currently now in this day and age?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering how it would work on her, since her appearance has been altered.
This is who she is.
I know. It's not a phase.
It is not a phase. It is who she is, to the heart.
It's like your true self. So
this is her true self. It's who you're meant to be. Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Hey,
following.
I guess we'll go to the basement.
Daddy's like, I hate this. We're not gonna survive.
His staff.
We're not gonna survive this horror movie.
Yeah.
It's too genre aware for his own good.
I love that Marigold is fitting right in with the genre.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it.
Marigold's Funhouse right here. All right. So yeah, you all kind of, after seeing Nendra and Hakal, Marigold having this moment, leaving, coming back with wine, then just like blood exploding, and then being like, well, we have to go that way, and seeing, now I think you all notice as you head towards kind of the basement stairs, or it's open, it's an open floor either way, but you see kind of to the side, there is a little puddle. It does look like it could be blood, but it is red wine or it's blood. You'll find out.
I feel like you can tell the difference between those two.
If it's dried, if it's a little
it's dry.
dried, it looks more like a stain.
Okay.
And kind of you head down these kind of older creaky stairs. You see there's just one of the kind of like ever-burning lanterns that's here. And as you turn, there is a kind of door to what is like the cellar of this house. A little bit further down, like downstairs, down some bit of a hallway, and then a cellar door. It looks to be closed.
But is it locked?
Do you try it?
Yeah! Oh god, I hope it's on.
That's everything in this house is a mimic.
I realized I said that and I was like, oh, Marigold is fully reaching out and grabbing the door handle and opening it and not using her squid octopus.
Yeah. You go and you touch the door handle, and it is unlocked. Is
Marigold opens the door and says, hello.
that is...
She already knows we're here.
That's so true.
Yeah, you open the door and kind of say, honestly, a really, really creepy hello into this. And you just kind of hear from somewhere in there a kind of like older man's voice just be like, hello? Who is that?
Oh, who are you?
I will say there's also like a lot. It's not just like a closet. Like there's a big portion. You can hear it echoing. There's like a lot more. It's the basement of a villa.
Yeah, Marigold.
I don't know if you
My
fully.
husband is making it.
I don't know if you fully opened the door or if you just like.
She now fully opens the door, is gonna look in and ask, who are you?
Yeah. As you kind of open the door, you can't see much. That's kind of like all the lights are dim, and even though you have dark vision, there are tons of like crates and barrels and like other stored goods in here. And whoever's talking is beyond this kind of first area of things. And you just hear this individual go, Who are you? Are you with Lady Nendra?
Yes, I'm looking for her.
What does that even give me? You hear kind of this older man kind of laugh a little dryly, and then turns into like a coughing fit as he's like, well, I don't know why you thought she'd be down here. Can I please just see who I'm talking to? It's been a while since I've talked with anyone.
Oh, well, I think she might be here soon. Okay.
Marigold will like turn to the others and be like, you don't have to put yourself in this position just because I am.
As she's going, I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna cast, where are you? Protection from evil and good on her.
So smart.
He's just gonna kind of like, grab her shoulder for a minute. There's like little bits of like dirt and debris that kind of like from where he makes contact, like an electric shock, but just like little pebbles instead. As he's just gonna say very, very quietly, just be careful.
She gives Teddy a nod and then I guess walks through some of the crates to see if she can see this person.
As you kind of come out of this maze of crates, you see now in the kind of back corner of this villa basement what has basically been turned into like a makeshift prison. You see that there are a few cells that are empty, and then one that has the individual that you assume you're talking to, an older human man with a clean, kind of well-shaped beard and kind of salt and pepper hair. Looks, as you get closer, very familiar to someone you met before.
Who did we met before?
It's Agnes.
I was gonna say that whenever Marigold goes in, he's gonna stay close behind her.
Yeah.
Who is Agnes?
Agnes is the old man.
Doppelganged up on, and his wife.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Marigold? She was thinking to herself, I knew it. I knew he was still alive. Everyone was like, oh, he's probably dead. We have to go tell his ex-wife that he's died. And Marigold was like, he could still be alive. And look who was right.
We can text her right now. We never know her.
We'll let her know.
Marigold's little octopus is like doing the little I told you so to everyone else.
How do you do that with an octopus? Tell me, show
Well,
me.
you probably won't be able to interpret that's what it's doing, but it is doing it.
But yeah, Marigold, as you kind of like peer around and see that, you see that he's alive, but looks quite frail, and like he hasn't eaten in many days, perhaps, as he is just wasting away in a corner of a dark dungeon prison makeshift situation.
Hayes followed Marigold, so Hayes is right with me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Marigold's gonna whisper, Hayes, use your mirror on. I think Agnes.
Okay. I'm gonna use the mirror. Agnes?
And Agnes, yeah, Agnes reads as human.
Marigold
like
smiles
himself.
and like runs up to the bars of the gate and is like, I knew you were alive. We've been looking for you.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
No. We were hired by Lear to find you.
Ah.
Everyone else thought you were dead, but I didn't think so.
Well, what day is it?
Well, I assume that it's the 1st of the 6th month. But things are a little weird here, so it could be a different day, but it's still probably the first day of month 6.
You don't have to tell me things are weird here. The days were like hours, but sometimes hours were like minutes.
I hope you're not like
keep track.
Also dead at the same time. That would really stink.
There.
Oh, I'm glad you're alive.
I'm beginning to question if I am.
Okay, we have to get you out of here. Wait, you're seriously beginning to question?
If this is my rescue, yes.
I will choose to not be offended until we actually don't rescue you.
I appreciate it. But...
Marigold is gonna run back to the stairs, splash the wine, and then run back.
You all just see Marigold sprint past you back up the stairs with a pitcher of wine.
On her way back, she's like,
it's Agnes. He's alive.
And then
Marigold
she fills the pitcher with water to using her create and destroy water spell to give him something to drink while we try to figure out how to get him out of here.
Yeah.
While she's talking to him, can I look around and see if there's any other like cells and if Jack's in there?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me we'll say everyone kind of came back with Marigold. You brought the cavalry with you. You see kind of Agnes sitting in the cell. And I'd say anyone who wants to kind of do an investigation or perception of the rest of the cellar, so to speak, can.
18.
18? Cool.
17.
17?
19.
19. All right, damn.
19.
Yeah. So Hayes is looking at the cells themselves. What are kind of Xanthi and Teddy looking around at or for?
I guess you said the room is just like, it's just a cellar filled with like crates and such?
It looks to be, like where you'd store a lot of whatever you need to store in a place, but...
I guess I'd look at the crates and just kind of look in general for like evidence of, doppelganger activity.
Yeah, doppelganger activity, yeah.
What reads as doppelganger activity?
I'm looking for something interesting. I don't know.
All right, yeah, for sure. No problem. And to Teddy.
Teddy's check, I want to kind of gear it more toward, like, out the way we came, listening for anyone that might be coming in to kill us.
Yes, sounds good. So we'll start with kind of Hayes as you're looking at the other cells. You can see the doors are...
Anywhere.
You do not see a dead half-elf. You do see some blood in some of the cells, dried. Though, what does that mean here? Who knows? Maybe it's your blood. And...
Hate that. Love it. Hate it. Love it.
And looking around, you see no bodies, but like blood, dirt, kind of whatever else in like kind of 2 other random cells, and are just kind of, both of those looks to be open. Xanthi, you're looking around, kind of just perusing what else is down here. And what catches your eye is a kind of closer to the entrance and what looks to be not as kind of dusty as other things down here. But it looks to be like a rack of that very expensive wine that Nendra ordered at the club. And Teddy, as you're kind of listening in the hallway as Marigold is kind of giving Agnes water and everything, listening for someone to maybe be coming down the stairs or something. You swear that as you're standing there, you hear, "No, but like, it's really creepy. We shouldn't come down here. No, everyone says this place is haunted." And then another sound, it sounds like two like teenagers, and another one go, "Rex, stop being such a scaredy cat. Come on, what's going to be down here?" As you swear you hear it going past you, but looking around, don't see anything.
I think there's like a brief second where like he like hears that with his like bad ear or whatever, and I think he like kind of like instinctively like tries to like turn and hear it on his better side or whatever before he realizes that it's just something very strange and weird happening. And I think he's on guard, going to kind of enter the room farther, just still kind of keeping an eye on the way we came.
Yeah.
Spooky.
But that is what you all get. And yeah, Marigold, as you've kind of give Agnes this water, he drinks big gulps of water, seems very grateful for it, and kind of looks
who's
at
bad
you
at
all.
rescuing people now, huh?
Looks at you all. Is like, "So, what is it that you all are doing here? You said you're looking for Lady Nendra."
Oh, yeah. Well, we met this one time, and now we need to find her for other reasons.
Well, she's not down here. So
What are you doing down here?
I
How did you get here?
I don't know. I had to meet with someone. It was they had questions, and it was put forth my name to answer the set questions. And I remember I met a young fellow. I think Hakal was his name. And well, next thing I knew, it must have bashed me over the head, and I woke up here and got quite an awful headache. And apparently I've been here for quite a while, but you see he kind of trails off thinking about, has it been that long? Does it feel like that's that long? I don't know what time is, as he kind of stares like listlessly at the ground for a half a second, reminiscing.
Ever been anyone else in here, either in the other cells or caring for you, bringing you food, anything like that?
Other people. Yes, no. No, I don't believe just me. But yes, someone... Food. Yes. I don't... Sorry, I guess my memory's failing me a bit, now.
Has anyone interrogated you? Or asked you questions about your work?
Let's see. Oh, that's a good roll. And he's like, Yes, well, there was, no, that can't be right. Why would my coworker be here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. Did they interrogate you? Did they ask you questions? I mean, this place is really weird.
They did. They asked, they wanted to know all about, my work and, anything I made, and, specifications of different kind of machinery I worked on, and yes, Yes, I do think so.
And
Was
did you
coworker.
tell them?
Well, yes, it felt like a friendly chat, a bit of banter with coworkers, just comparing ideas. You can see he's kind of like looking around like, why would I do that here? That doesn't sound interesting. What is going on?
What was it that you talked about, if you don't mind me asking? What nature of your work? I do believe you. I'm looking up what he does in my
It
notes.
was the overnight.
Maintenance and such. Bouncing back and forth ideas on
Well,
what?
how to maybe record data from the main frame of the observatory and where you could place something that it would be not noticed. It was purely theoretical, just a bit of discussion. Yes.
Do you remember which coworker?
Yes, it was Miriam. Weird. I don't normally speak with her much, but being, she was way more chatty than usual. She likes to keep to herself most times.
Can I ask you why you asked us about Lady Nendra when we came down here?
I saw something. There was someone that came down here that I spoke with, a young boy, and he seemed shocked to see me, and I asked him where I was, and he said, and you see kind of some blood start to trickle from his ears and nose again, or this is not again from him, but again from someone nearby you, and he goes, young, maybe serving boy, and he said, the Jhalavar estate, and well, as far as I'm aware, it's only Lady Nendra now. Are you going to open this, or?
I'd like to work on it. Get it open.
Yeah.
Marigold's gonna grab a bottle of the wine. Oh wait, I didn't notice the wine.
No, you didn't.
Pointed out. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, just looking at it.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Grab a bottle of wine.
Grab a bottle of the wine.
Can I give this man my rations, please?
Sure. Yeah.
Give him some food.
Yeah. Give him a bit of food.
Eye on it.
How big is this sort of cell that he's in?
Pretty small. Probably like 10 by 10.
Okay. I am going to ask him to move to the farthest side of the cell, away from the lock and the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna advise that the rest of my crew does the same.
Yeah.
And Teddy's gonna cast a new spell for him.
Ooh.
Ice Knife. where I think he's gonna I think he's still got some like fuzzy like moss on the end of his quarterstaff. He's gonna pull it and squeeze into his hand, just like the tiniest bit of like water out of the moss. And he's gonna kind of like fling it, kind of like you would like a card.
Yeah.
And as it's flying through the air, gonna solidify and turn into like ice. This is ice knife spell. It says you create a shard of ice and fling it at one. Well, it says at a creature. Could I aim it at the lock? Is that
Yes,
allowed?
we can say you can aim it at the lock.
Great. And then I make a ranged spell attack against it, which will be.
You flavored ice knife to be mossy.
I've squeezed out the water.
I love it.
Nature's sponge.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's going to take 2d6 cold damage when it explodes against the thing. That's the verbiage. So I'm hoping that that'll bust the lock.
Cool.
Or at least make it cold and brittle enough that Hayes could whack it real good with
Yeah.
his hammer.
Whack it.
Only 3 cold damage.
I'm wondering if seeing Teddy do this, if I could help by casting frostbite on the lock to make it colder before the impact.
Yeah, go for it.
It's
the
not
con
an attack
save.
roll. It's probably a con save. Yeah, it's a con save.
Wait, I lied. It's not going to be 3 points. It's a d10 when it hits. So that's only 2 points of damage.
Worse.
Instead.
Oh no.
And then it explodes.
Yeah.
And then would take 3.
Okay.
For a total of 5.
From 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can finish it off if it needs anything.
Yeah, I think it's.
My shield and like bump against it.
It's definitely brittle with kind of Marigold and Teddy freezing this lock. Hayes, you're able to kind of take your shield, smash it, and you see the lock kind of shatter.
Nice. Teamwork.
There you go.
Okay.
Hanging up on the lock.
Yeah, doors have nothing on us. We beat a lock and a door tonight. D&D party's worst nightmare, and a mimic. Honestly, all of the things D&D party's worst nightmare.
Marigold's gonna go inside the cell and help Agnes out, help him stand, make sure he's like doing okay.
Yeah. Definitely frail. He was already an older man to begin with.
Perfect, because I'm very weak.
As Marigold goes in, can I stand at the door of the cell and kind of keep it open?
Yeah. don't want to do this a second time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of stands up. It's like, so you're my rescue party, or this was a happy accident? You said you've been looking for me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would suppose.
We did look for you. Didn't intend to find you here, so we did look for you with the intent on.
Well, it's like I said, everyone else thought you died already.
Sorry.
We did fear the worst after realizing that several of your coworkers had been, well, abducted.
Marigold's like, stop that, Sam, stop. This guy's not doing well. He's gonna die on us. You're gonna kill him with your words.
Yeah, you see, Ignis is kind of like, my co-workers. Have you seen Miriam around?
Xanthi cannot look at him because she's not a good liar. She visibly cringes and just like averts her eyes.
Miriam is someone that we have met.
That's technically not a lie.
Technically not a lie.
It is a lie. It's a lie because we didn't meet the real Miriam.
But what's more important is focusing on yourself.
Right, yes. Well, are we going to be leaving then?
Yes, you're going to leave. How help you out the door. Oh,
We shouldn't
patrol.
do that.
Yes.
Marigold's gonna try to do the thing again with the wine.
What thing?
Where I want to see where the wine tells us to go next.
Okay. the important wine. Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll.
No, that was
We
not a
message
good
the
roll.
lieutenant and let her know that we
Unfortunately.
have a civilian that needs.
Was the roll just a wisdom? Is it still a wisdom save?
A wisdom save, yeah.
Okay, that's a 7.
A 7. You take 5 points of psychic damage, and you see no wine appear. As the rest of you see more blood now pour out of Marigold's nose and ears, as Agnes is kind of like, are you all right, young lady? You're bleeding.
Well, it just happens. Nothing to worry about.
I do think perhaps seeing a doctor could be beneficial after this.
You know, I have seen so many doctors, so I will go see another one.
Yes, well, sometimes you have to try more than one doctor. They don't listen to you always the first time.
Marigold just puts the wine bottle down and is like, oh.
Did Marigold give Hayes the handkerchief, the bandana back, or like the first time, or
If she didn't, she would have already used it to clean up.
It's fine. No.
Do that.
But I don't know. I don't know.
So I was gonna say if she didn't, then I would like kind of try to hand it back, but also do like a little subtle lay on hands. So I guess I'll just do a subtle lay on hands by just touching your arm and doing a little. Give you that 5 points back.
There you go.
Yeah. Three damage.
Agnes, sir, I don't want to leave you here per se, but we do have other business we need to attend to, and we want to ensure your safety.
No, that's fine. I understand. I'm definitely in no shape to help as it is. I've been here weeks, days, maybe. What's a few more at this time.
We
don't
can
know.
call for aid. I'm not sure when it would arrive. He's gonna kind of look over to the rest of the party like, should we do that? Should we leave
Or is
him
she
here?
going to tell us to just talk to the schoolhouse about it?
There's a guard outside, so we can't send
Yeah.
him out on his own.
Yes, I agree. There's no kind of like underground exit. It's gonna be like a move of a crate and there's like a tunnel.
You all rolled pretty well with your perception checks. You did not find an underground tunnel out of the house. No secret tunnels.
That's lame. Stellar makeshift jail doesn't have a secret tunnel leading out.
Yeah, you know.
Heck.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have you wait here for us to finish things up elsewhere, and then we return for you before we go.
There is some really fancy wine here. Will you wait?
Can I give him
it is
my
true,
silver
yes.
long sword? I'm not using it. Just arm
That's
this
a good
poor
idea.
man.
You go to like hand him your longsword, and he's like, "Well, that's really quite kind. I don't think I'm in much of a shape to use said longsword. I was never
Are you
much
in
of a
such a shape to defend yourself unarmed?
No, actually. I never was much of a fighter in my
There's
youth.
no loss. There's no harm in a little extra protection.
Well, I'll keep it safe for you. Yes.
I don't want to leave him alone.
Don't know what our other option is. We bring him into potentially an altercation. That's a
Well,
very risky
maybe he
situation
should
there.
stay far away, but in eyeshot of us, as in he can see us, because I can turn him invisible.
No, but do you know who's gonna know about that, though? They probably already know.
Well,
this.
the last time we saw Nendra, she also saw us, so maybe if every time she sees us, we see her.
I am
Maybe
more than willing
actually
to.
Makes sense.
I am more than willing to stay
Plus,
here.
she can't see someone who is invisible. Unless she has that magic ability.
Unless she
But,
can.
you know,
she can't unless she can.
but you know,
I think that's a super good idea, though. Like, turn him invisible, leave him here.
yeah. I'm still gonna turn you invisible, though. If that's okay.
Okay, if I am invisible, can I see things that are invisible?
No.
Okay, because I swear there are 2 young teenagers running around here and they keep talking and it drives me quite insane.
Can I look around for the teenagers?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wrong button. That's a 16.
16. You're kind of looking around, checking for things, and you don't know what Ignis is talking about.
I did hear something back near the entrance. I think it's another sort of situation like we heard with Nendra and Hakal. I think there's something strange going on here with different layers. I don't know, but could I look around all again for like a bag of flour or something? Because if we spread that over the floor, that would be so hard to move over without making footprints. So that would at least give Agnes like a visual cue.
Yeah, go ahead and look around. Actually, I don't even think you need to roll. Okay. It's not unlikely that there's not going to be like flour or cornmeal or something down here that you could find and kind of spread over the pathway to give Agnes a heads up.
You may not be able to see invisible things, but you'll at least have a clue whether or not something is physically in the same space. I think that, well, the way that I am able to wrap my mind around it, we're in the same space as a lot of other things happening concurrently, but at different moments in time, it would seem. I noticed this with the food upstairs. It was like there was no lingering scent or anything from when it was being cooked. It just seemed as if it had appeared there from thin air, which food generally doesn't do. It seems like time itself is folding in and creating these stacks, and sometimes something pokes through and gets onto where we are, but not often. I don't know, but regardless, this should be a visual indicator if something is here with you now.
That is not the most unreasonable thing I have heard. You can see now, like, as he's been talking to you all, like, his... Not cognizant. He's becoming... he's being better able... I'm not. But he's being better able to kind of, like, talk and get his points of... It's coming back. because he is no sucker when it comes to. He's a smart guy, and you see he kind of goes, "Yes, no, that shockingly shouldn't make sense, but it definitely does. I did notice, any wounds would kind of heal faster. Things that should have taken days only took a few hours, and exhaustion was quicker to dissipate. It did make it quite confusing to figure out how long time had passed, but..."
Who has the tablet?
What?
Xanthi? Xanthi, could you send a message to somebody and then a second one right after?
Sure. What do you want me to say?
Anything.
She types it ANYH.
Yeah.
Any next message thing.
Yeah.
When Teddy was like describing the like time thing, Marigold like thinks for a second and like looks around and kind of like, I don't know, like grabs at her like skirt / leg for a second, and then makes these like hand signals, like just kind of looking around. Doesn't say anything.
What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck?
As Marigold does that, Xanthi, you pull out the tablet. Didn't think I had an off switch. And try to clicking, tapping. It's a brick in your hand.
Okay, that's not good.
We haven't been charging it this whole time. Sorry, Lucas. Sorry to make your spit take.
Oh my god, it's just like the one shot.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, and just because I have 4 charges of it and I'm not going to use it 4 times in the next long rest, can I do a Divine Sense even though it's not going to ping anything that I can think of? Because it does the Hallowed spell and also Celestials, Fiends, and Undead.
Faye also.
And Faye.
Faye. Oh, sorry, Celestial
Celestials,
Fiend.
Fiend,
No. Celestials, Fiend, Undead. No Faye.
Oh, am I thinking of a different
You're
one?
thinking a different one. That pings Faye, yeah. Yeah, no, you kind of send it out, and nothing comes back.
Yeah. Just to be safe, like, who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Guess there's no way of communicating to reinforcements or being able to tell how much time is passing outside of these walls.
I think there's a dumb part of Teddy's mind that's like, I hope we don't miss class. And then he's like, that's not important enough.
He's like, focus, Teddy, focus.
Put that back.
Oh, but my second date with Jada.
Look, he didn't set a time yet. It's fine.
I don't want him to worry. No.
No.
I love it.
Agnes is gonna be safe, we hope, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely safe. Because Flower and Invisible, and we're gonna take care of the problem. Which is not down here. So must be upstairs.
The 3 key components of keeping an NPC safe: Flower on the floor, make him invisible, give him a big sword.
Hey, you know what?
I see no flaws.
It's perfect. It's a perfect plan. You said, Lucas, that
Perfect
no one
plan.
will. Well,
Yeah.
none of our NPCs will die off.
That's true.
screen,
Yeah.
so
He's ours now.
He's on
I'm
screen.
adopting him. He's my new
He's
brother.
currently on screen, though, so...
Okay, we gotta go.
Yeah. I'll be that one.
Marigold gonna cast invisibility like as they're leaving.
Oh. I have an inkling of what you were doing. Pun semi-intended.
and she'll say, there is a chance that something in this house could make me lose concentration. So just always act like you could be visible.
Okay, am I visible right now?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go sit in this corner and be so quiet.
I love this guy. He's my new adopted grandpa.
Please!
I adopted his ex-wife. And
That's
now
true.
we have to adopt
You're gonna get them back together. Oh my god.
Marigold will make that her life's goal. Just say the word.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not going to be as wrapped up in his work now. That was their only problem, right?
It was. And we'll see if that... but yeah, as you all kind of get ready to, I assume, head back up to further shores, so to speak, you all feel kind of a intrinsic, like just a feeling in your body, something that Agnes said as well, where if you so choose, with time being funky, you could take a short rest, as time does not work the same way, and it only takes 5 minutes for a short rest.
I am gonna take the short rest, but before I short rest, I am going to cannibalize some sorcery points, turn them into spell slots, and then use my Bloodwell vial. So
There you go.
Wait, cannibalize. I'm gonna make my spell slot. No, I'm gonna do the thing so I can use my Bloodwell vial.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the conversion. The conversion is that I don't remember.
No, if you roll hit dice.
What I did, I will roll hit dice with a short rest. Believe me. The conversion is I gave up a spell slot for sorcery, and I'm going to give up 2 sorcery points for the spell slot, and then I will gain 2 sorcery points back when I roll my hit dice.
There you go.
And all will be right. The world. Except I have to be right back.
All right.
I'll take the short rest.
A minute, not like a break.
And get more wild shapes.
All right. Teddy
I have
also
nothing
takes
to
a
gain
short
from a
rest.
short rest, so I will not take it.
Hayes does not.
Our ever vigilant paladin.
And Xanthi, short rest or no?
No, I
No.
don't need it, and I don't gain anything from it, so...
And I will say that as you all are realizing this feeling and what Agnes was saying, you can extrapolate out that a long rest would take 1 hour if a short rest took 5 minutes. In this...
I'm passing IRL, because that would be crazy.
You don't know what's going on. There's a lot of weird time things that are
I
happening.
hate that implication.
I'm freaking out.
Like, did we just cause a day to go by choosing
Well,
to take a short rest?
I don't know if we caused it. It might have happened regardless.
Oh.
Like, the fact that we've been in here probably 20 minutes. Like, what if that's, like, 4 days going by?
So if the opportunity comes to take a long rest, and we say no, do we get exhaustion?
No.
You don't know?
That's a really
You
good
don't know,
question.
but I would say no. Because you are existing currently in many different timelines. Basically, if you are accepting one timeline for that moment, who knows what that'll mean in the future?
When we get out.
Who knows what that'll mean?
I'm excited but scared.
But, so, with that, Teddy
You told
took
people we
a
were
short... You told fucking no one.
No one knows.
Jaden.
Did we tell Zarius?
Nope.
No. Well,
if you die in the magic timey-wimey funhouse...
yeah. Well, then again, if anyone's like, hey, have you seen these children? These 20-year-olds?
We did ask for any
Yes,
people
exactly.
Yeah.
behind.
That's
a lot
true.
of people will have been like, yeah, they were asking around about the Jhalavar
Yeah, they're
villains.
totally shady about
Yeah,
it.
they were real creepy looking. They definitely were gonna rob the place.
Hammer looking
Probably up to no good.
intense. Yeah.
But yeah, so with that, Teddy took a short rest. Marigold took a short rest. And as
I feel like this is one of those, like, you can choose to succeed and it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass.
I'm not keeping track of
But
it.
it's what Teddy would do.
And so with that, as you all leave Egna's invisible and in this cellar, getting ready to head up to probably the second floor of the villa. That is where we will leave tonight's session, and we will pick up with the exploration of floor 2 next time.
Early.
Which is it next week or is it the week before? We don't know.